everybody. Welcome to the stream. How we doing this evening? Good, I hope. I'm very tired today. Just a heads up. I'm very tired today. Well, okay. I've talked about this a few times. If you guys haven't checked it out or you don't know what I'm talking about, I understand if it doesn't mean a whole lot. But I have been doing commentary for the Super Metroid Map Rando tournament. That's been going on. It's a huge, huge tournament. And there's just so many games. So many best of threes. That it's just crazy. So they've needed a lot of commentators. They need a lot of trackers, a lot of help in general. Well, I did 2 of them today. Let me break down what those are like. And this is not to deter you from watching them. As a matter of fact, I definitely recommend you check them out at, it's any of the speed gaming channels, speed gaming 2, 3, 4, depending on where they're going to be. And you can always check out the Speed Gaming Network's schedule on those channels. Where they are broadcast. But I did 2 best of threes today, and that involves up to 3 games per matchup, and each one can be over an hour of just talking and paying attention to what both racers are doing at the same time and doing commentary on them. Up to now I've had a co-commentator with me. That helps a lot. And having a tracker helps too, because they catch the things I don't. But also, I had to take my mom to a doctor's appointment like early this morning. So I've basically been going all day. Is it not in? Okay. Well, on Twitch, sometimes I have to adjust that onward. Is the audio before or after the video? Audio is before video. Okay. So I have an adjustment on there right now. I need to remove that, I guess, or reduce it. Okay, let's try 15 milliseconds. How's that? I could just remove the delay. Try 5 milliseconds. What do we think? Awesome. Okay, I left 5 milliseconds there because it's a complex setup. There's going to be some minor latency, so I wanted to have something there. But Alucard, how's it going? Welcome. Shanala, welcome. How are you? Nintendo says, hi. A gaming laptop over a notebook? Well, I mean, a notebook is just a thing of a bunch of paper. How are you going to game on that? Of course, a gaming laptop would be better. Rurutu, what's up? Natty, good to see you. How you doing? And Onward, of course. What's up, buddy? Skeeter Gaming, how's it going? Did I not? I swear, YouTube has just like forgotten about me, like completely. I don't know. Not a few regulars that still show. It just doesn't want to show my streams to anybody. I might just have to stop streaming on YouTube or something. Am I destroying my channel by trying to stream there? Like, it's fine on, it's it doesn't matter. I mean, I still need to have those on the channel, but yeah. I guess I'm used to things being having a few more people at the start, and you know, any content creator will get in their head when number gets smaller rather than number get bigger. That's just how that works. Okay, well, I'm glad that's better. Not the dad jokes this early. I don't even remember what dad joke I made. I'm just tired. Our 3 single packs of Phantasmal Flames. Nice. That's all I could find in Jordan. Jeez. Dude, I would ship you some stuff, but like, I doubt any of it would make it to you at this point. People are like, if there's even a chance that there's Pokemon cards in something, they're just like opening people's packages. Like, delivery services are wrecking stuff like that. It has happened. I'm not saying it's happening all the time, and I'm worried because I have a booster box en route to arrive tomorrow or Saturday. Scary. It gets delivered eventually, but might not be worth it. Yeah, maybe. Let's try negative 87 milliseconds, and we can see the delay plugin predict reality and say what you're going to say before you say it. I mean, there's certainly enough of me talking on the internet for some algorithm to churn out stuff that I said. Hold on. Here we go. Well, that's cool. That's cool that they did that. I'll have to figure out something to make it like worth shipping out there. Because yeah, shiny cardboard is a little rough for that. But unless I get a bunch at a really, really good price. Because I have no idea what the shipping out there must be like. But Rurutu, what's up? How's it going? I can see you despite the emotes. True, that's right. I did say that. Hold me to that, please. Remind me, because I forgot. Not intentionally, I promise. This is just tired me talking. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a lovely evening. It's just, you know, I'm tired. I'm tired. It might not be a full-on, full-length stream tonight, just because I have been going since. Well, I've been going solid for 12 hours now. Yeah, I left the house before 8 a.m. and it's 8 p.m. Central now. It's just after 8 p.m. Central. I'm tired. Like, it'd be hard for somebody without CFS. What am I supposed to do? Judgment Nietzsche, welcome. What's up? I got my first set of desktop speakers. Nice. Which ones did you get? For those who were here, Onward, were you here when I pulled the Mewtwo in the last stream? Yeah, Onward, I've totally forgot what I said I was going to send you in ETB or something, but I'll send you something for sure. But like, I don't know. You saw it? Okay. Edifier M60s. Edifier are good speakers. It's good stuff. Oh yeah, Natty, hold up. Not just any Mewtwo. I moved this camera. I hope I didn't ruin it. Onward, you know my policy on that. Come on. You are a VIP, but like he said, it's beautiful. That's what he said. It's Pokemon 150, of course. Yeah, that's the Team Rocket's Mewtwo SIR, Gold SIR from Destined Rivals. I'm sorry you were sick, but I'm guessing you're here because you feel better? I hope you're feeling better. So here's the sad thing. I mean, of course, it looks beautiful in the binder, and that's where it's going to stay. Because, I mean, this is probably the most valuable card I've pulled, but like, it might be hard for you to see it. The ding right there. Here, hold on. See that? But more than that, can we look at the centering for a second? Skinny right here, chonky right there. It's minor, but it exists. So here's the thing. Oh, come on, camera. It doesn't like that I was covering my face. It's minor, but like it just means that it gets to be in the binder. In its home. Which, yeah, I'm still working with someone on Etsy for a custom binder that is going to look absolutely sick, which the binder is going to have the same artwork on it as this jacket, as the jacket does. In a grading scale, maybe an 8, but still a 10 out of 10 pull. It was. The main reason was because I got it out of one of these Walmart tins. Come on. These $15 tins. I got to go to Walmart more, man. What's up, Exiled Wolf? How's it going? How many decks have you made? I haven't done any decks yet. I haven't really delved into because everything that I'm getting is mostly going towards the Pokédex. That was my main goal. I want to have a Pokédex. I want to have one binder with every Pokemon and then improve that over time. But I have been getting more, excuse me. I have been getting more like EXs and trainer cards, item cards, or supporter cards, things like that, I should say, towards that, like where there's some extras. So I can actually start doing that. Bone Shock, what's up? How's it going? You're going to be one of those people that has a binder full of the same card? Rarutu, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm still sick, but less than yesterday. It's just the flu, though. Should be back to 100% in like 2 days from now. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. The flu sucks. To me, there is no just the flu. The flu is, it's not best case scenario, that's for sure. Also, AIO is a major improvement. Max I get in terms of temp is 70C. That's awesome. Braxton, how you doing? Welcome. I really hope I can keep it together in terms of energy because I wanted to do something tonight that I've been waiting to do since the card show. I wanted to battle Black Bolt and White Flare ETBs. I wanted to pit these against each other because they're like a companion set and see what we got out of these two. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, though. Because here's what I'm thinking. There's 9 packs in each of these. So we make 2 shorts out of it. And we do a mega pack for each one. As in, we open every pack. We stack all of the final cards, the last 2 or 3 cards, and then we put all the commons and uncommons on top of that. Just massive deck. That would be kind of cool. But also, I really want to savor this too because these are both really good sets. So what I'll probably do this. Because another way to format the content for it would be to do like 3 versus 3. 3 versus 3. 3 versus 3. Best 2 out of 3 wins. So that's 3 shorts. And I'm not trying to max out content. I want it to be entertaining. Like, obviously. I want it to be fun to watch. I was getting 75 to 87C. Hey, 17C, because you were talking about your Judgment Nietzsche. If you're comparing max temps, dropping 17C is wild. That's really good. Yeah, that does sound good. I think that's the way we're going to do it. I was thinking, I was like, I just want to do best of 3 because that's what I've been commentating for the Super Metroid tournament. But like, it gave me that idea. It's perfect. And if it does well, we can do more ETB battles that way down the line. I also put in a pre-order for Ascended Heroes, but that's not coming in until like February 20th. How am I even thinking that far ahead? I don't know. I might even be out of town for a fun collaboration thing. So I'm going to have to summon up to just drum up some energy somehow and lock in. And because I want to get that. I want to get that content. And it's about time for me to start making separate folders in the Dropbox and just sorting a lot of footage. That's going to mean me downloading VODs of previous streams, getting the footage from that. And I need to make room in my storage. I seriously was on the cusp of building a NAS before all this stuff started happening, and now it's not really in the cards. Ha ha ha! No pun intended. Am I doing something wrong? There's literally been not a single comment on the YouTube stream. Is there something did I not hit go live? I did. Huh? We usually have at least a couple of people commenting on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, say hi. Say something. You don't have to be shy. Because, I mean, otherwise, this is a comment. Lux, thank you for lurking over on the YouTube side. I appreciate it. And, of course, I appreciate all lurkers. All of y'all. I just, I don't know. I feel like at times, because you're not on the screen here, I feel like YouTube chat, y'all feel like I don't value y'all as much. I absolutely do. It's just Twitch terms of service says that I can't put other platforms' chats on screen. There are massive streamers who break that rule, but they're not gonna get reprimanded over that or have they make Twitch too much money. I have the purple check mark, and I don't want to lose that over breaking TOS because I probably would not get it back. Oh, okay, I see there's a few of y'all that are over there. Thank you for that very much. Tech Blacksmith, what's going on? Chris Crawford, how you doing? Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, it's just tired. Some rest will do me good. That's really all I need. So, and really, I have to be careful how much of my time and energy I throw into just doing comms for a rando tournament, because y'all are my priority. So the only day I have now where I am signed up for multiple again is Saturday. So that's not a stream day. So we're good. Steve, how's it going? You have a good one as well. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And for those of you who are watching on both, thank you so much. I have a small, fragile ego that absolutely needs validation at all times. I'm a content creator after all. Events of the world are stressing us all out. Yeah. And then Tech Blacksmith, and then Sam Altman has the gall to come out and say, oh, we're probably going bankrupt this year. Hi, government. Can we have more money? Can we have more money? We're not making money, but we can take money. Can you just give it to us so we can go buy more of the world's supply of hardware and then not make money? Could you? Huh? Raptor Jesus, give me strength. Bill DeBurr, welcome. How's it going? I love when people use that emote. Kamina Glasses OG RGB saying sup is just peak. After watching throughout the past couple of years, your wealth of knowledge helped me pick out a great pre-built Shep 0206. Thank you for the comment. I appreciate that. Couple of years. Wow. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad it helped. What's up, Sailor? Thank you. We appreciate what you do for the community. Hey, no, okay. You don't have to come in with validation like that. I'm okay. I like to joke about that. I do. It's okay. I appreciate y'all. You know I do. Oh, man. I'm actually like, listen, guys, listen. Things suck right now. But I am genuinely, like, you got to look for the silver linings, right? I'm genuinely excited for the challenge to try and brute force our way through this market, this terrible time. Like, and, you know, it basically is like, at a certain point, we need, you know, I as a content creator, like, things like this can help sharpen me back up after becoming complacent, not having consistent content coming out. Like, this is the challenge I think I needed, but it's not, it sucks that it has to be something that's a global shortage. I hate to be in the position of a CEO or an SI or big builder with lots of employees. Imagine being in charge of procurement for iBuyPower. Imagine that. Or for SkyTech. And I know the guys who are in procurement for SkyTech. They're nice people that had already a difficult job, right? Their actions and their efforts are what determine whether numbers are red or black on a P&L sheet for the quarter, right? And that's the money that pays the employees. Benefits, you know, health benefits, other benefits, just paychecks in general, that keep this industry going. You know, hardworking builders out there, and all the different employees that support them building the PCs that you buy. It took a bit to save up. It will, yeah, it does. But I'm, you know, I will always kind of, you know, prefer to recommend that over doing something like a firm. But, you know, that part of things is kind of none of my business. It's hard. I don't give financial advice. I mean, no one really needs me to tell them, hey, it's more financially sound to save up to buy the things you want than to put it on payments. Adoy? Yeah, we know. So, for those of you who are new here, and if you are, say hi. Don't be shy. We are very welcoming to people who are new to the stream, new to the community. And I want to help you for free. That's how this stream works. So here's how it works. Oh, look at that. There you go. Willie Ken says hi. Hi right back at you. If you are like, I want to buy a pre-built PC, or I need help with a parts list to build my first PC, or I've built PCs before, but it's been 7 years and I don't know what's good anymore. Like, whatever the case is, and like that person needs help on a parts list just as much as a first-time builder does, because things change drastically, right? Whatever you need help with in terms of getting a new PC on your desk, not on the floor, on the desk, or on a platform or something. Anyways, whatever. That's a side thing. If you're watching on Twitch, Watch out for that stream elements paragraph right there that says, "Want help getting the right PC for your budget and needs? Fill out this form." At the end of that is a link to the form that you fill out. That gets you on the list to get free help. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the description. The first thing in the description says, if you want help with a PC, you must fill out this form. The link is right there. There you go. Just goes to a Google form where you can answer all of the questions I would have to sit here asking you anyway in order to effectively help you. In the meantime, but yeah, Willikin, did you come here for help on a PC? You come here for curiosity? What brought you in? You want to hear me yell about computers? I like to yell about computers. It's like a whole thing for me. Yeah, how many new people are here tonight? It's hard for me to tell usually. Curiosity. Well, yeah, what you heard me say a bit earlier is the premise of this stream. People come in, they fill out a form, it puts them on this list right here. As you can see, lots of helpful information for me, but it's an easy to fill out form. And all of these people in green are people that I've helped with either a parts list or the right pre-built for their budget and their needs, right? And when I say budget and needs, there's really critical stuff that the form asks you, like, what is your budget is an obvious one, but the other one is, what are you going to do with your PC? Oh, this person said gaming, content creation / video editing. Cool. This person said gaming, streaming, content creation / video editing, racing sim, and flight sim. All of those things change the build or the parts list in one way or another. And then there's other stuff like, do you want it, if you're getting a pre-built, do you want it from a boutique builder, or do you want to go price to performance to get the most out of it? In terms of like just CPU and GPU, do you just want raw FPS? Cool. All right. What resolution are you going to be gaming at? Because that changes the GPU. All of these things are things that people should be asking themselves, but don't always do. Michael Sanders says, we need one of your famous rants. I'll work on it. We'll find something to rant about. Menini said, or Menini AOL 94. What's up? Sorry, I was just trying to figure out what to pronounce there. I don't know why YouTube is putting those names instead of like chosen names in chat. Sorry, YouTube. It's just been a thing for a while. What's up, Bray? Hi. How's it going? Lux is definitely not new here. Yeah, as hinted at with the 25 stream streak. Y'all don't even know. Lux has been a professional lurker on this stream for a long time. I'm never going to be, and honestly, Lux, you're one of the people that taught me this. I would never be one of those people, those streamers on Twitter being like, why are you lurking? Lurking sucks. Don't lurk, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Lurking is awesome. It's a great way to like, you don't have to chat in chat. It's fun for me because then I get to directly interact with you. That's cool, but you don't have to do that. And it's a great way to just chill, watch, support a streamer that you like. And you're not new here. You literally have VIP. Out of curiosity. Yeah. Manin is my YouTube account. Oh, okay, cool. Braxton. Right. Okay. Well, Braxton, thank you for being on both chats. I appreciate it. Chris, what's up? Yeah, Lux is definitely not new here. Kilobyte. I'm usually working on homework and lurking. That's awesome. So I'm basically like a podcast for you to listen to while you're doing homework. Nice. Let me know if it's math homework so I can shout out random numbers. Shogun Luffy, what's up? Looking at 3DS joystick thumb button while watching the stream. They cheap on eBay. Oh, the joystick one, like the round one? I have a controller from 8-Bit Dough that comes with one of those. It's pretty cool. I would never use it, but it's pretty cool. Willykin, I've bought my last 3 PCs through CyberPower PC. Oof. Over 20 years. So CyberPower PC did have a long streak of having pretty decent customer support. They unfortunately have abandoned that, which is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. NVIDIA, usually Apple, 2C, yeah. And then in 1993, DX33. Every year after I'd build a new one to outdo my friends. Yeah, Willykin, within my community, there's been too many people who have had issues with CyberPower's customer support, basically leaving them out in the cold, to the point where we don't really recommend them because they have over the last couple of years built a very strong, basically post-pandemic, they've built out a track record of just having kind of given up on providing good customer support. Business statistics or peering into the human brain. Like physically? Z-Mascar, what's up? Give me Braithor in chat. Not new, but lurk a lot. Well, I appreciate the lurks. I do. I really do. I just need to see the tweet go out. Cringe streamer literally asks for validation. Ernesto, what's up? I was lurking on Twitch, Kilobyte. Oh, okay, cool. But I like to open a tab on YouTube. Hey, that's appreciated. Polaris Racer. Yes, you are on the list. I was calling out for you for a while on Tuesday. But yeah, I mean, we see you right there. There we go. The thing is, guys, if you're on the list and you tell me you're on the list and I mark you in purple here, and if you have to go and do other stuff, that's totally fine. That's like life and whatnot, right? But at least let me know so I don't spend 15 minutes calling out for you before moving on to the next person. Yeah, that's all I ask. Haven't needed any customer support. So far, so good. On my latest 2-year-old now gaming PC. Well, that's good, Willykin. And here's the thing: a lot of people will respond whenever I criticize, and this is modern CyberPower PC, not CyberPower PC 7 years ago or 5 years ago. Things were better then. And even during the pandemic, they had good availability and decent customer support. But then they just sort of went downhill. The people who respond, because remember, you should never have loyalty to a company because companies don't feel loyalty to you. It's a transactional thing. That's their prerogative. That's what they're supposed to do, is make money. Most of the responses that are arguing against whenever I speak out against CyberPower and the fact that they have sort of abandoned good customer service will say, what are you talking about? I bought a CyberPower PC and I've never had a problem. Okay, cool. That's great. That means you don't get to be part of this conversation because you don't know anything about the customer service experience that so many people are complaining about. And this is and I'm not saying you're not part of the conversation. Of course you are. I'm saying that means that you don't have any frame of reference for what I'm saying, right? If you never have a problem with your PC, that's cool. And I'm not saying that I have literally said they don't know how to build a PC because they had a long stretch where they were building a lot of their PCs with negative airflow setups, literally no intake fans, all exhaust fans. It's crazy. Hold on. This is too zoomed in. There we go. I have a video showing this. But it's crazy because CyberPower and iBuyPower have such similar websites, similar pricing, similar, they will usually have similar build quality. I don't know how things have been with CyberPower, but I've reviewed iBuyPower PCs, not CyberPower. They don't want to talk to me because I'm onto them, I guess. I don't know. They just, whatever. iBuyPower has a very good track record with customer service. Like, fantastic. Really, really good. Whereas CyberPower is just like, yeah, but we have their money. Why are you wasting so much payroll on qualified customer service representatives? Yeah. Here, look, if you want an example of what I'm talking about, there's a really quick way to sort of get a taste of it, okay? Without having to mess it. Like, I hope your PC never has an issue, okay? And seriously, knocking on wood here, I truly mean that, okay? I don't want you to have to experience, like, I don't want you to have to be like, well, let me go see for myself, right? If you watch the latest Linus Tech Tips Secret Shopper series from last year, the way they do it is they have an inexperienced person that's just like a spouse of someone from LTT or something like that call in to have someone as a phone rep walk them through what kind of PC they should get by asking them questions and things, by asking the person calling them, like the customer service person, asking the right questions, kind of like what I do here. And iBuyPower nailed it. CyberPower PC literally said, "Why are you calling us? Why are you calling us?" Who asks that? That's not how can we help you today. It's like they're like, "Hey, well, I want some help getting a PC. Use our website. Why are you calling us?" Like, well, obviously it wasn't enough. Your website wasn't enough. I need help. I need one-on-one help. Yeah, but the main thing is, I hope you never have issues. It's just you have built up loyalty for a company that is not loyal to their consumers, based on not my opinion, but we have a whole section in our Discord for community members to report their direct experiences. Okay, it's called SI Testimonials. If you join the Discord, go and read through some of those experiences. You'll see what I mean. Don't listen to just me and my opinion. I'm just one person. But instead, check that out, because that is direct reporting from actual people who have had issues, rather than me just telling you, oh, just this bald guy is wearing this crazy jacket on the internet or whatever. He said they're bad, but I feel like they're good. If you always have good experiences, sure, that's good. Computers are computers, though, especially computers with Windows on them. They can have issues, and you should be able to rest assured that you're going to get good support if you have an issue. Observer thoughts, what's going on? How's it going? Forgot to say I had to go. It's okay, Polaris. It's all right. Last PC I built was $19.99 or so. Trouble was the Visa local bus system. The salesman didn't tell me the video card would not work with the HDD catching controller. Very frustrating that was. At my age, I'd rather let someone else do the capability verification and burn in. 100%. Guys, y'all don't know. There are plenty of people who have built multiple PCs who just decide to get pre-builts now. And people who are like, oh, dude, you buy pre-built, build it yourself. They're showing their inexperience there, really. Joystick button ordered. Nice. Okay. Good to know about CyberPower. Things do change. They do. And it's unfortunate. It is. When I say stuff like that, I don't wish for a company to just shut down, people lose their jobs, employees, customers lose their warranties. I don't want that. I just want companies to do better. I don't want companies to shut down, because there's real people who care about their jobs there, right? However, it's just bad management. It's just the people in charge. It's bad management all around. So perhaps the management over at CyberPower, C-suite, whatever, could consider other positions within the company. Warehouse, custodial work, that kind of thing. Going to get coffee for the people who actually do the work. That'd be good. And let people who understand, our customers are our biggest asset. Like, they are the ones who keep us afloat. We should take good care of them. Whoever at that company feels that needs to get the big checks. They need to make all the money. because they will invest in good customer service and, in supporting their customer service representatives and all that. Great Majir, you have returned. I know you had to cut out earlier last time. Okay, so you're here, right there. Do you have a cutoff time tonight? I mean, you're looking like you're going to be first here. We're right now in sort of the just chatting part of the stream where I'm just chatting with everybody and yada yada. We're going to get started on this stuff soon. Oh, good. I feel good knowing iBuyPower is good. Just bought one last week. Extremely new to gaming PCs. Okay. Yeah, iBuyPower has a good reputation. Probably like 9:30, but I'll just catch the next stream. No biggie. Well, no, I mean, I don't even know if I want to start Central. Yeah, okay. That works for me. That's good. I don't know if I want to even... I usually start with the little Pokemon pack, whatever. I'm not going to do that this time because I'm planning something a little bigger than the normal just a few packs thing. So we're going to skip that and start with Great Majir. We'll do part of this thing here, and then we'll go to Polaris. Polaris, do you have a cutoff time this evening where you have to go? Hamzia says, hey, quick question. If you can answer, I was taking out my PSU to see the wattage and whatnot, and now my PC won't turn on unless the side panel is off. That sounds not good. Did you have to shove it into the case, and are there cables being pinched right now? You need to make sure if it's a modular power supply, you need to make sure all of the plugs that go into the power supply are firmly seated. What's up, U.S. Army Combat Medic? How's it going? My boutique build was great until it wasn't. Main M2C drive took a dump after 1.5 years. Welcome to Team Group SSDs never again. Now that builder is out of business, ironically, they're in the SI testimonials too. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Whenever, the thing is, I've had Samsung drives die on me. I've had even Kingston drives die on me. And those are I've had one die on me, honestly. Just one. But yeah. DJ Simple Green, what's up? Thank you for the lurk. /wave. Got you on side monitor while raiding Warcraft. All right. Good luck. Have fun on the raid. Okay. For those who joined a little later, I am very tired this evening. I did a lot of commentary for a big gaming tournament thing. Well, I mean, not big, like esports big. Okay. But, bigger than it has any right to be, considering it's a randomizer thing. I did a lot of that today. I've basically been going since 8 in the morning. So I get started at 8 in the evening on stream. So I'm basically already 12 hours in on doing stuff today. So Hamisa, no problem. Okay. 3D Effect says, my nephew wants a gaming PC. I have a motherboard, GPU, AIO, new in box, monitor, and RAM to donate. Okay. My sister said she would pay for the rest within reason. Can I submit a form and PC parts picker list for review suggestions of the remaining components? Yes. As long as you've already got what's already there. Also, just so you know, it's not PC parts pickler. We are not putting these in vinegar, but I like that though. That is actually really funny. I understand it was a typo, but that is just very funny. But yes, you can do that. Just put the link at the end of the form. Well, you were already on it, so you did not put the link. You did not include the link. There is no link in this to a PC part picker list. in the place on the form where it says at the end, PC part picker list. So you want to try again? Or I guess you could DM it to me. Just send it in a whisper. Here we go. All right, I got to get started though. So let's get started on let's see here. Just click my name right there, click send a whisper, and just put the link in there. But yeah, you were a little trigger happy on the form there. Weren't quite ready to go. All right, Great Majir, you are going to be first. And we have a PC part picker list. And this is for an upgrade. Now, Majir, I'm sure you told me all about this before in the previous chat. And I am sure I have forgotten all of it. I don't remember what I did yesterday. So it's a little hard for me to sort of pull everything back into memory. What's the deal with the upgrade? I mean, I could just look at the PC parts picker list. This is what we're upgrading, right? I guess. What you're doing with it is gaming streaming. Okay. Well, you're gaming and streaming at 1440p. Okay, if you're going to upgrade to the 5070 Ti, a 750 watt power supply can handle it. But I'm going to make a case for upgrading your power supply anyway. And the reason is, this is a current that I got from Alexander PCs a few years ago. Majir, did you know that Alexander PCs has an upgrade program? Did you know that? They do. You would have to send the PC back to them. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. Hopefully, if you're familiar with my content, and I know you've been around off and on for quite a while. I remember conversations. It's funny. I don't remember what I did yesterday, but I remember conversations from when you first started coming in, and I was like, wait, Great Majir, like Raceland? Really? What? And you're like, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. So if you're familiar with my content, you would probably have kept your original box and packaging just in case you ever have to RMA it, right? So I hope you did keep all that. And basically what you'll do is you'll just email admin@alexanderpcs.com and be like, hey, I want to upgrade. They would kind of do the same thing that I'm doing here for you, where it's like, okay, here's the upgrades we suggest. But looking at what you've got, first off, have you already been streaming on this? Cool. Good, cool pictures, guys. Good job. Oh, I got to do the D4 part of this. It's not bad in terms of I/O. Yeah, but I cannot stream some games without some lag. Okay, first off, what games do you mostly stream? GameStop. I mean, to a certain degree, you're probably limited some on VRAM when it comes to that 3070. Which, by the way, this is an excellent GPU. Okay, EVGA, like it's gold. But at 1440p in certain titles, Spider-Man and Doom are more on the side of AAA titles, right? And at 1440p, you can start running out of VRAM if you're at 8 gigs. Definitely something to keep in mind. Just like if you have, say, a 5070 and you're trying to game at 4K, you can run out of VRAM on that. It happened to me when I was testing 5070. So essentially, if you go to a 5070 Ti, testing 50, okay, you're on the 3070. If you upgrade to a 5070 Ti, which great choice there, you're doubling your VRAM to 16 gigs. That is, you can do 4K gaming on that, like no problem, and the performance is awesome. So AAA titles will be easily achieved there. And here's the other thing. You would be going from a single, 7th gen NVENC to dual 9th gen NVENC. Those are NVIDIA encoders, dedicated hardware encoders on the GPU, so that it takes the work of encoding off of your CPU, off of your GPU's actual gaming performance side. It just does it right there in the encoder there. And you got 2 of those in the 5070 Ti. It's what I use to stream. So that upgrade alone will probably be a big help. But you can also, without having to swap your motherboard or your RAM, which is not a good idea right now, you don't want to do that. In terms of DDR5, it's just rough. Let's put it that way. You can upgrade to, like, if you go to something like a 14700K, first off, you update the BIOS on that Z690, you get the latest microcode, and you should be okay. But that is a 20-core CPU. So you have more cores, more encoding. Now, the 750 watt power supply is where I would say, another thing I would say would be good to upgrade. There's a couple of reasons. It's better, in my opinion, to have a native 12V 2x6 connector on the power supply rather than using an adapter. And also, power supplies have seen some good upgrades over the years. So I would say that's probably worth it. Yeah, this would have been some time ago, for sure. I mean, this was during 12th gen as well. So you see, it's kicking my butt today. The tiredness. I have acquired the tired. So you have a couple of options here. This is straight up just a PC. You can just upgrade it yourself. However, if you choose to go the route of having Alexander PCs do the upgrade for you, the reason that it's so valuable is that you get to keep your lifetime warranty. It will cost more. It'll probably cost more in terms of the shipping involved and stuff like that. Yes. But the lifetime warranty, like, you can see why that's the case, though. If you start digging in there, pulling out parts, putting in other parts, they can't cover that under the lifetime warranty, whatever parts you throw in there. But if they do it, what is a power supply you would recommend if I upgrade those two? Especially if I don't want to ship it back, but yeah, that warranty is very nice. Okay. Let's take a moment to think about future you. And the happiness and prosperity of future you, right? Any PC, built by anyone, can have a catastrophic failure. It's running a lot of magic pixies through there. All that electricity is just going through it. It's got windows on it, all that good stuff, right? So you can upgrade this thing. At that point, you are the warranty. The better thing to do is, and one of the reasons you buy from Alexander PCs is to have them do it. Because future you, if there is some kind of catastrophic failure, will be very, very happy with past you. Currently, current you. But future you will see current you as past you. Yeah, that's right. I know you don't want to ship it back, and I get it. Like the shipping industry here, not the greatest in the world. You know, it's rough on PCs. But if you kept everything, including the Instapack shaped foam that like form fitted to everything, you know, and in fact, actually, you might be able to just remove the GPU, which is the thing that usually causes the damage, if there is any. Remove the GPU and just send that separately if they're taking it on and buying it at a used price, or if you just want to hold on to it as a backup. You know. What's the power supply you would recommend if I upgrade those two? Well, funny enough, my favorite power supply right now is from a not famous power supply company. They're more well known for their cases, not power supplies. But it's Montech. And I'll just show you real quick. Montech at some point just decided to go all out on their power supplies because they were getting god-awful scores. And then they're just like, you know what? No, this will not stand. We're going to make some of the best deals in power supplies on the market. So like you look at A rating, A- rating, right? The only thing higher would be A+. Yeah, okay. And some of these A-rated power supplies out there, I mean, yeah, you pay more for it, but like it's worth it, right? Like that's the beating heart of your whole system. Well, here's the thing. Let's say it's a 1050 watt. I know it's weird that there's a 50 there. Usually you see 1000 watt, whatever. Doesn't matter. Check this out. Look at that. $109.90. That is cheap. That's cheaper than this MSI 850 watt. Not only that, it looks good. Not only that, 80 plus gold, sure, yeah. Not only that, Cybernetics Platinum rating. Cybernetics is a newer rating system for power supplies. 80 plus is what everyone's been using. That just rates efficiency. And native 12V 2x6 for that price right there. Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's a really cool pattern on here. Like seriously, this is the deal of the There you go. Century. So the reason that you get something like a 1050 watt is not for a 5070 Ti. It's for a 6090, I guess. Shanala, no, I was pointing at it. No, it's a good try though. No, Natty, come on. But things like this just make me happy because there's so much in the landscape right now that makes me unhappy. You got to have that silver lining. And in this case, that silver lining is a silver power supply. Fitting. So if you were to do the upgrade yourself, that's an obvious win right there. I think you've gotten a good understanding of that. Now, if we take a look at your build here, you have a white build. It's lovely. It's great. Fractal Torrent, a great case. I like the fact that they went with an air cooler in the Fractal Torrent. That's the way to go with the Torrent. It is. But let's talk about GPUs. If you're going to get a 5070 Ti, you got to kind of hurry on that. Stock is becoming limited. Yeah, you see, you used to be able to get one for $750. Those were the days. Not quite. Now they're the price of a 5080. But 5080s are the price of a 4090. So, like, damn. But yeah, you can get like this Gigabyte Eagle one here for $1079. Wait, am I? Yeah, I'm in the US. Okay. Now that's if you want a white GPU. Yeah, they say this is black and white with these tiny white lines on it. Yeah, okay, Asus. Yeah, cheapest matching GPU is going to be Gigabyte Eagle OC. ICE SFF. Oh, the one you have isn't white? Okay. That what? Asus Prime it is. $899. Literally $100 cheaper than most of the other options. At that point, though, man, if it wasn't for the streaming side of things, I'd be like, let's look at, AMD Radeon. And Radeon cards have gotten better at streaming. They have. But they're not better than NVIDIA. And, I mean, if you're talking about games like the AAA titles you were talking about, still NVIDIA, Radeon does well there too. It's just, I haven't personally tested DLSS 4.5. I really should be doing that. It's kind of my job. But anyway, I need to see how it's affected things, and really buckle down and test a 9070 XT versus a 5070 Ti for myself. I need to put it into a PC and try streaming from it for a few. Put the 9070 XT into a streaming PC and try streaming with it for like a while. I need to do that. Because I'm tired of the narrative that tends to be true of NVIDIA being better for streaming. It does tend to be true, though. But who even knows if 9070 XTs are still at a decent price? Because remember, keep this in mind: the 5070 Ti original, like base MSRP, $750. 9070 XT, less than that. So they shouldn't be close to. Cheapest one is $719. What was the original MSRP supposed to be for the 9070 XT? Was it like $599? Something like that? I don't even remember. What is MSRP anyway? It's all a lie. All of it. They do have some nice white cards for around the same price as the black ones here. So that's cool. Like, seriously, I need this Yeston card. I need this. I actually kind of need this. No, but like for a build. Y'all don't understand. There are no purple GPUs and it drives me crazy. I need to just mod one, I guess, but I'd rather be able to point one out and just call it a day. It's just not a thing. Of course it's not. It's never going to be a thing again after the Evangelion one. Oh, no, I've got one. Tech Blacksmith, but thank you. You're a real one, and you know that. Thank you. PC World did give me one when I went up there, so like I can't, that's so super kind of them. $599. I was right. That's nice. anyways, great, Majir, you've got a couple options here. You know that. You got a couple options. Alexander PCs is supportive of people upgrading their own PCs. To be clear, before like completely convincing yourself not to do it yourself, email them. Talk to Alexander PCs. admin@alexanderpcs.com is where you send that email, as in admin, as in administrator. So admin@alexanderpcs.com. Shoot them an email. Ask them, hey, I could upgrade this myself. What will happen with my warranty? How do y'all support customers upgrading their own stuff? If I were them and I had a lifetime warranty that I gave out when someone bought a PC from me, I would say I can't warranty, at the very least, I can't warranty the parts you put in there. Like, obviously. And if you ever needed to send it back, just throw the original parts back in and send it back. That's actually a strat that some other SIs do as well for their limited warranties. They're 1 year, 3 year, whatever. You can upgrade it. Just keep the original parts, put them back in if you need to RMA. And the reason that strat works is because I don't remember the number of times this has happened. Like, someone gave me a percentage and I forgot it. This was like a couple of years back. We were talking about this. I was talking about this to an SI person. But there is a large percentage of people who do that, and then they put the original parts back in, and oh no, the PC works again. Yeah. So that is a strategy that saves everyone time and money. I think Micro Center has some around 830, 860, but I think I'm going to reach out to APC first because I had no idea they offered that. Please do. Tell TJ I said hi. I should just tell TJ hi. He's a great dude. But yeah, I honestly, here's the thing, guys. There's a lot of times that I'm in a great position to help y'all out, but there are also times where I realize the right thing for me to do is to like take a step back and allow someone to communicate with their SI first. This is me officially taking a step back. You talk to them. There is not a single system integrator that has a higher positive rate of positive feedback within our community. And their rate is just about 100%, if not actually 100%. I think it is. There have been some trolls who they were the type of person who can't receive good customer service. One story comes to mind where someone was like, they had a problem with a GPU. They sent the PC back, and Alexander PCs, I think they covered it for that because it was still pretty early. But GPUs fail. Parts just fail. And Alexander PCs was like, all right, we got this. When there was a GPU shortage going on, though. So they offered that person, listen, this is like a $200 GPU upgrade. And there is just some cost involved for us to do this. Here's a $200 GPU upgrade, $50. There you go. Like, that's a sweet deal, right? And they paid for everything else for the customer. And the guy was like, oh, wait, be a lifetime warranty. It's like, dude, the lifetime warranty is on, you can't get that. They were giving you an insane deal on that new GPU. And they said either that or you do need to wait until we can get your replacement GPU because it's a shortage right now. These are realities that you deal with on this kind of stuff. This just happens. There's no getting around it. And Alexander PCs, in my estimation, based on what the person themselves, the person who was complaining about it, what they said in the story that happened, I was like, that's just reality, bro. That's fine. They got you hooked up. Either you wait or you spend a fraction for a solid upgrade. That's sick. I would do that in a heartbeat. But there are some people that if a product fails in any way, you, the company, have failed, or the company, you're not a company, you're a viewer, whatever. That company has failed. There is nothing they can do other than say yes, yes, yes to everything you want to make you happy. And even that will not make you happy. Don't be that person. Because literally, if you go into a thing and literally everyone else, and these are our users, not some Google ratings or anything like that, where it could be bots or anything like that. These are our community members. If they're all like, yo, this company's awesome. There was an issue. They fixed it. And then you come in and like, yeah, there was an issue and they wanted to fix it. How dare they? Yeah. It's just rad company. It's absolutely rad company. So you're good. Anyways, reach out to them. See what they say. You're in good hands. Is that good? Are we good? I just want to make sure you're cool with that. And also, you are near Micro Center. Don't go through PC Part Picker, but thank you for having a comprehensive PC Part Picker list. That helps a ton. No, you're breathtaking. All right. So that actually went quicker than I would have thought earlier. I think I should just wait. Hold on. Did I? Yes. Okay. So you did send me your parts list. Cool. I'll go ahead and mark this. And actually, first I'm going to do this. Okay, it's all there. Then I'm going to do this. All right. I have to delete. I've got to delete this one. Like they just did the more than a month from now, so it just cut them off from filling out the form. They'll just have to refill it. And also, they didn't say like anything to me in chat, guys. If you fill out the form and you're wanting help one-on-one, you do have to say stuff in chat. I'm not going to be like emailing you to help you off stream. It's all live. It's all got to be here. Okay. The breast. Brayest is what I actually meant. I'll take it. Would have settled for the breast though. I'll be that. It's okay. Excuse me. Okay. Still here in chat. Awesome. Okay. So here's what. Hold on. Let me just put recommended APC upgrade program. Sweet. I think that's something I should probably shine a light on more. I finally built my PC and I'm really bad at mouse and keyboard. That can be a thing. What's up, iFuse Hostages? What's up? Northern Lights, how's it going? Sometimes humans make mistakes. What we do as humans to fix mistakes we make, that makes us who we are. True. But also, sometimes you don't make a mistake, but the hardware fails anyway, because it's literally just a bunch of silicon and PCB and tiny wires and all of that. Flame 4, what's up? Welcome. Welcome. So now that we finished one, okay, Polaris, are you still there? You said 10:30 Central Time. I am going to do a little bit of just like get this started with the Pokemon content, just real quick. Well, it might not be real quick, but it's definitely going to be enough time for us to do your build and everything before you got to go. And we'll have a little fun with that. And then do your build, get a few more Pokemon packs, and then 3D effects. 3D effects. Do you have a time that you need to leave? Nope. I can wait till next stream. There's no need. No need to do that. I'm just mixing in this other stuff because, well, honestly, I tested it out a couple months ago and everybody really enjoyed it. So, and I do too. So, which is Fortunate for y'all and unfortunate for my wallet. Okay. Why is my table off kilter? There we go. I am going to hide chat for just a second because, oh yeah, and this, because I've got to show both of these. Spoils. Oh, that light though. Is it better there? Or because this shot right here on the right, like my face cam. Okay. Either way, we'll do both. I'll do this while I'm talking, and then I'll get some B-roll of the other thing. Okay. Alrighty then. So what we'll do is we'll open these up, and then we will set up the packs for the 3 versus 3, 3 versus 3, 3 versus 3. And we'll do the first 3 versus 3, and then we'll be good. Well, that's it's not Marvel or DC, but yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Black Bolt, White Flare, 2 companion sets that bring back Gen 5 of Pokemon. And now we're going to have them battle it out 3 versus 3 versus 3 because there's 9 packs in this ETB and 9 packs in this one. And we're going to see which one comes out on top. Oh, hold on. Let me move that. There we go. There's some fun B-roll for you. You can just go back in and out of that however you want. My food arriving just in time for this. Nice. Now we have, for the short, we have our 3 different sections there. Awesome. Let's get these things opened up. You guys get to enjoy the slow version of this, but for those watching the short, it's going to be like super sped through. You guys get to enjoy the long version of this is what did I say short version? I don't know, whatever. All right, let's get this opened up. It's going to be so hard to keep all this sorted for note taking. He's again, what's up? Welcome. Both of these sets have some amazing artwork in there, amazing chase cards. I've been looking forward to this for quite a while. I forget which way I'm supposed to pull this out. I guess it's this way. I guess it doesn't matter, actually. All right, we're doing it just, never mind. Oh, we'll get that last, actually. Because there are some promo cards that I actually need in here, in each one. Lots of energy. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know how much energy I have now from these ETBs. It's crazy. We got some sleeves. Don't use these sleeves. They're too tight, but they're cool looking. Let me see. In Black Bolt, we get the Thunderous Full Art promo card to go to our Pokedex. So that clip is going to be for that part. That's for whenever I'm saying 9 packs, right? That should stay there. Also, for those who don't know, ETBs have great card storage. They are great for card storage. If you want an example, there's my bulk. I'm running out of room. I'm running out of room for bulk. Actually, I did it the wrong way here. I mean, it's okay, but kind of wanted to do it identically to each other, and I didn't do that. There we go. Look at the Victini. The Victini! And of course, the all-white Reshiram. There's also an all-white. Oh, not all-white. Oh, that's the only all-white card in that set. What am I talking about? Poison and burn markers. More energy. Good lord. Really clean. I wish these sleeves weren't so tightly fitted to the cards. And then Tornadus promo. So those, I know I'd say I catch all my own Pokemon, but those count. All right. The best way to store protect those cards. Well, for anything that's valuable, you want to at least do a penny sleeve, one of these. Just a penny sleeve that it has extra space in there, so it's not hard to get the card out of it. And then you have these plastic top loaders. That's a good way to do it. And then you can get something, use an ETB box to store all of it, if you have one. And then, of course, our 9 packs of White Flare. Okay. So in the same way that White Flare has the white Reshiram, you have the all black Zekrom too. In and they both have the all red Victini too. Now, am I obsessed with getting those? Will I be sad if I don't get them? No and no. We're trying to build the whole Pokedex, and that takes a lot of Pokemon to do that. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Why don't we start it off by doing the first 3 versus 3 for a best of 3? So we're doing 3 versus 3 for a best of 3. Best 2 out of 3 wins. Let's see which of these pulls the better cards. Black Bolt or White Flare? Starting with would this be the last 3 packs? Oh, fine. Whatever. The first 3 packs of Black Bolt. Let's see what we get. This, of course, is just for fun because we are trying to build up the full Pokédex, and I need more Gen 5 Pokemon for that. Oh, that opens nice. That opens good. I like that. I don't really know the pack trick for this offhand. I'm going to try 1 card. We'll see how it goes. See if that puts the most valuable card at the back. Okay, energy. All right. Crocorock, I have. Pansage, I believe I have. Okay. Elgium, I do not have yet. That's a new Pokemon for the Pokédex. Nice. Emolga, I believe I have. Seismitoad, also another new one. Really cool art on that one. Actually, okay, you got it, Alucard. Thanks. Apologies already. I'm gonna zoom in after this pack because I meant to do that earlier. I zoomed out so I could get the ETB unboxing. Masharna. I don't think I have Masharna yet. Ends Plan. Supporter card. Reverse Scolipede, I believe, is an upgrade for the ETB. Reverse Drillbur, I think, might be an upgrade. And whoa! Oh, hold on. Dude, what? No way. No freaking way. This is one of the 3 chase cards of the whole set in pack 1. No. Okay, what the hell? Black Bolt? Okay. Damn. Black Bolt, I was unfamiliar with your game. Just reaching for a little top loader here. Hold on. Let's get a good, just look at this. Can we look at this thing real quick? Hold on. I already shake enough as it is. I have essential tremors. That's bad enough. Now I'm freaking holding the best pull I have pulled in my whole freaking Pokemon adventure. You know what? That's actually pretty good on the borders. Look at the back. I don't know. I don't know. Don't tell me that, Q's again. Don't tell me that. We don't. Okay. That is not fair. Okay. Pack 1. All right. Okay. That's cool. You'll have to forgive me. I've never pulled anything like this. This was the pack 1 of a Black Bolt ETB, okay? I beat the SAR Mewtwo, yes, from last time. I did. Okay, you know what, RGB, hold on to that for me. Oh, the reflection is terrible. Okay, no, that just, okay, you know, I hadn't even decided yet whether I wanted to do Black Bolt white flare, black bolt, white flare, like 1, 1, 1, 1, or whether I wanted to go 3 versus 3 and 3. We'll just do a white flare one now because imagine. Oh my God. I cannot. I did not just pull that card and have it be. Kizagun said it earlier, raw, ungraded, $360. I mean, it's no Moonbryon, but I don't care. Like, it's who's gonna put a value on like that kind of dopamine, right? Like that, or adrenaline. Actually, holy crap! All right, white flare, you best bring your A game, cause like Black Bolt came to play. And yes, that was the correct pack trick. Okay, I don't have bad blood pressure, whatever, like, but that cannot be healthy feeling that. Okay, I gotta actually have 2 separate piles here. Ferroseed. Okay, so it was Frillish, new Pokemon. Ferroseed, not new. Trubbish, I think might be new for the Pokedex. Oshawott. I really wish I'd been zoomed in, but actually on where you can zoom in. Like, yeah. No, it has, I have essential tremors. I have the condition, essential tremors. My hands shake all the time. They did shake more after I pulled that, but it's just it just exacerbates it. Excelgor, new Pokemon. Galvantula, Vanillux. Galvantula, new. Vanillux, I think new. Reverse Gothita. Okay. There's no way, right? This is going to be just a regular holo, and it is. Chandelure. Okay, that's a good Terrakion card. This reverse Terrakion is a good card right there. Chandelure. All right, that's just a standard holo. Not bad, but okay, you know, like that's seriously, when I said I had like pulled the back 3 card packs, I think that was supposed to be the last pack, by the way. So I kind of ruined it for everybody. My bad. I don't get obsessed with chase cards, guys. But like that can't I can't have that happen and maintain that kind of outlook. I see why it's addictive. Y'all, you know, be careful with this kind of stuff, guys. Be careful. I don't want to like put this out there and have people think that they're just going to always pull stuff like this because you can't. Ooh, look at that holo energy. Oh, that's sick. That is sick. I love holo energy. I love getting that. Duosion, that's a new one. I have to keep track. This is Black Bolt right here. Tynamo, not a new card, but I believe I already have one. Drillbird, we just got a reverse from White Flare. Get Good, Black Bolt. Poniard, I think I have. Ends Plan again. Lilligant might be new. I'm not sure. Uniclus is potentially new, unless I might have pulled that from the tin that I got. Ooh, Pokeball Cryogonal. Look at that. That is a beautiful Pokeball card. There you go. That's nice. That gets a sleeve. It's not a Master Ball. I don't care. It's beautiful. Reverse Tim Pole. And not the wrong Victini. Wrong Victini. But we love Victini. Victini's great. Or I should be like Alex. What is it? Wrong Victini. Wrong bird. Alex Ketchum. Man. Bro, I hope you pull the lovebird soon. I love the Pokeball cards. Just the feeling of them. They feel very like, I don't know, substantial. Okay, next White Flare pack. White Flare, you're going to need to take your vengeance here soon. Man, it's not fun. It's crazy. It is crazy that that I pulled that. Crazy that I pulled that. Insane. Basic energy, non-hollow. That's fine. We're not mad. Deerling. I don't think I had a Deerling yet. Rog and Roll It. Don't have that. Lampant, I do have. That's fine. Ducklet, I think, is new for the Pokedex. Sweet. Hilda, this is a good card for the TCG. Very good supporter card. Sawsbuck, I think another new one. Stoutland, I do have. Another Pokeball. We got a Vanillux Pokeball. Pokeball Vanillux, I should say. Dope. Okay. Hold up. Don't screw this up. Okay. Pignite Reverse. And Archeops. I already had that. It's okay. This is better than the full holo in terms of there's a lot of Pokeball, and I don't think I'd ever master set. I don't think I would ever master set Black Bolt White Flare. Too many Pokeball cards, too many Master Ball cards. Way too many. Master setting is like, that's where I might buy singles. I guess it sucks when you pull the good one on the first pack. I guess. I don't know. Okay. What if through the magic of editing? Yeah, we're not doing that. If this is all going to be how it is. Last pack for the first round of Black Bolt. And I think we can all say, remember, guys, it doesn't mean Black Bolt's going to win the whole thing. This is a best of 3. That means if White Flare does just a little bit better than Black Bolt does in round 2 and 3, it could win it. What do I do if Black Bolt wins round 2? Just thought of that. Energy Clink. Palpitoad is new. Fracture is new for the Pokedex. Venipede, new for the Pokedex as well. Cryogonal, you got beat by a Pokeball already, but okay. Professor's Research, Professor Juniper there. Behem, if that's how you say that, is a weird alien dude. Is this out of focus? No, that's in focus. Okay. Reverse Snivy is not. Yo, look at this. Illustration Rare Pawniard. That's a cool card. Look at this, reaching for the sky, reaching for the start. Wait, this is Black Bolt again. Black Bolt, you gotta stop. You're just bullying now. Damn. And Excadrill EX. That's a new EX card for me. Black Bolt is okay. I was unfamiliar with your game, Black Bolt. Damn. You can focus. I believe in you, camera. There we go. Who's the artist for this? Suke? Oh, Dsuke. Probably said that wrong. Remember, just round 1. Excadrill gets a sleeve. And guess what? White Flare is not out of it yet. And this is just round 1. We have one more pack for White Flare. This one feels a little heavy. I don't know. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Great. That bodes well. Just get out. Get. All right. Oh no, he damaged the red Victini. Okay. No, they seem fine. Probably. Energy Yamask. I think I have a Yamask. Boldor. Pignite. Duwat is new. I do need do what? A Harlequin. Yo, we got a Yukimori card. Yukimori Durant. These are great. This is made out of clay. It's awesome. Look at that. There's one in like every set going back to like 2005 or something. Livani. Reverse Trubbish. We got that non-hollow or non-foil Trubbish. Whoa! Ho! All right. Okay. White Flare coming back here with the Vanillite. It's not winning this round. There's no way. Unless I hit a double here and we get the all-white Reshiram, and we didn't. So, yeah. This round, no, but like, this is a super sick card. It's just that Black Flare throwing hands. Absolutely demolishing. White Flare. Black Bolt throwing hands. White Flare got demolished this first round. But if you want to see this through to the end, oh no, let me bring out the cards here first. Why do I do it like that? That's how you take them out. Okay. What else did I have here? Let me see. Really not. Okay, we had this. I'll take Pokeball cards. I just got to get a last shot of everything I got from this round. That was the only Pokeball. Wow, White Flare. And you know what's funny? The two pulls that I got from this were Vanillite and Vanillux. That is funny. But like, come on, man. There was a Pokeball in here too. That's just no contest for round one. There we go. So there's our pulls from White Flare, and there is our pulls from Black Bolt. I think we can honestly say that Black Bolt won this one by a mile. But if you want to see the rest of it, get subscribed so you can see how the best of three ends up, because this was just round one. If White Flare wins by just a little bit in round 2 and 3, doesn't matter if we got the all black Zekrom EX. That's it. White Flare wins. So get subscribed so you don't miss it. Good Lord. Can I just have like 5 minutes to just like... God, that's so sick. Okay. Yeah. So this is Black Bolt right here. Oh, I know. I have a tin here somewhere. I'll separate them like that. This will be Black Bolt's cards. The tin's not great for holding these. I'll use the ETB box. Sure. All right, back to computer stuff. And it's going to be Polaris Racer here in just a sec. Don't fall like that. Don't do that to me. There we go. And y'all just... This thing is super solid, so I don't really have to worry about that. Need to keep that handy because I got to show it at the beginning of the next short. So, yeah. Okay, done recording. Boom. And White Flare goes in here. Oh my God. What a round one. That's just crazy. Okay, back to work. We've all had enough fun. Stop having fun, everybody. Knock it off. Okay, can we all just like take note of the fact that we got 6 hits out of 6 packs. Pokeball cards do count as a hit. I don't make the rules. 6 packs, 6 hits, and one of the main chase cards is crazy. My God. Anyway. All right, Polaris Racer. Let's go. Let's get your thing done here. Looking for a pre-built 1080p gaming. We'll see what we can do. It's pretty rough out there right now with the market the way it is, but let's see what we can do. I think we know why Black Bolt Box was more expensive now. Shanala, if they had known that was in there, the thing is, White Flare has great hits too. Like, and the pull rates on both are very good, as we saw. It's just like I've only opened a third of White Flare, and I got, you know, an illustration rare right out of the box. So like, it's hard to say. We'll see. We'll see. We'll find out by the end of the night which one is best. Someone's gonna have to explain Pokemon to me. I don't understand the draw and why some are worth so much. I wouldn't be the person to explain that to you. I mean, I grew up with like the Pokemon video games. I didn't really play the card game. If there was any card game I was gonna TCG I was gonna play, trading card game I was gonna play, it would have been Magic the Gathering. I used to just randomly buy Pokemon cards just because I liked Pokemon in general. But it's just fun. Here's the thing, guys. Like, whatever you enjoyed as a youth, you might have told yourself as a youth, when I get older and I have money, I'm gonna pursue this. I'm gonna do this and that, and then we don't. Why not? The market for Pokemon card sealed product is better than it has been in a while. Is it fixed? No. Are there things moving and shaking right now that's going to potentially fix it? Yeah, actually. Pokemon Company, it does not like their reputation for being a scalped product 99% of the time. They don't like that. So they're moving to have to ramp up insane production of the Pokemon TCG in North America, in the United States, very soon, because this is a 30th anniversary. I actually never liked or understood Pokemon, but this is getting me into it. You really have to play the games. To me, the games are kind of the most universal appeal. You know, the cartoon, it's cartoon. That's more aimed towards young people, right? The TCG, if you don't like trading card games and playing card games with other people, then you're not going to like it, regardless of whether it's a good game or not. But the video games have, I think, more of a universal appeal. Okay. Exile Wolf is normally the pull rate of the card with the want of the card for players to. I know that's how it used to be. I want to know. I wish I could just find out real quick what the pull rate on that is. On the all black Zekrom. I gotta get it. No. Do I get it graded? Like, y'all know, I'm not even putting the values of the cards in the shorts. If someone wants to know what a card is worth that I pulled, they can go look it up. There's tons of resources online for that. But something like even getting a 9 or a 9.5 is really good for this. But a 10 is $900, a PSA 10 rated card. And that one is, as I showed on the camera, in really good shape. There are digital grading services. I might just try that, because if I do that and then I sell it, that helps me do more of these pulls, more of this stuff, more of the content, all of that. Because it's not as expensive as it used to be, but it is not cheap either. I do have to think about that angle because, yeah, money don't last forever. That's for sure. Anyways, just waiting for Polaris Racer. It would like fund a month and a half of packs. Yep. If you get a decent price on a booster box that has 36 packs in it, it's like $200, or depending on the set. Man, I'm having like a rough time with it because I want to be a collector. I'm not doing this to make money. There's no way you make money opening Pokemon cards. There's no way. There's Polaris. All right, awesome. We did it. Okay. Can't take money with you when you go, so at least you're getting to enjoy some of it. True. No, I got you. I saw that you're here. Polaris, just a heads up, there is a delay on the YouTube stream. If you want to talk to me without because it's in higher bitrate 4K, like 35,000 kbps, so or 35 megabits per second. If you want to move over to the Twitch stream, you'll probably have less delay. But anyways, let's talk about your build. So I will say right now, it is pretty tough to get something solid for under $1,000 because of the RAM prices. But we might be able to find you something. But my first question to you is this. What is your actual maximum budget for your build? Not a range like 500 to 1,000. Is it like 950, 900? What's your actual max budget for your build? Like, it's gotten so bad, I might actually have to remove this option from the 2026 form. I won't remove it. I have to have it in there to track that budget range. But yeah. Man, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm actually surprised I didn't see like I was here chat in chat. Oh, Jasmine, what's up? Sorry, I missed your chat earlier. Welcome back. How you doing? Okay, that's the delay on. We just got the answer back. It is 1,000. That delay is rough. Let me type this in chat real quick. KC Trig, cool, very cool. Congrats on the upgrades. Welcome to the stream. Alucard said, hey, you know any good slim ATX cases that would not make a 2-fan GPU so small? Slim. When you say slim, what kind of size are we looking at here? Looking for 2 of them in black for hopefully 2 matching builds to flip. 7600X and a 4070 combo. I mean, you could look at something like... It doesn't have to be slim necessarily, I would say. You're talking about depth. If you're talking about a 2-fan card. No, they said 3D Effects, they said ATX cases. So full ATX specifically. Brent Brown, how's it going? Welcome. I mean, you could look at a Fractal North. And the reason I bring up the Fractal North is because it has that certain part of the side panel blocked off. So you don't see a bunch of empty space next to the... Okay, so less depth, full ATX. Fractal North has that one piece that sort of blocks off part of the glass. So you don't see how much empty space there is in front of that GPU or like extending down the GPU. Okay, let's see here. So no RGB. That might be, if we're trying to get a pre-configured system, that might not be an option. You might end up, but you can just turn off RGB. 1080p gaming, that is good. That is realistic. Let's see what we can find on, we're starting at basically the easiest place to find anything like this, which would be Skytech. So there's actually a $50 off coupon plus my own coupon. That might save, that's for things that are, okay, come on. I was reading that. If we go over 1,000, it's $100 off. But under 1,000, it's $50 off, plus my discount. So we can actually go to like about that much. Yeah, you see, there's really not a lot available at around this price point. But let me just go to the regular pre-built page here, but that might be where we already are. Okay, hold on. Yeah. $5060, $5060, Radeon 7600, and $5060. I mean, the downside of this one, which is within budget, is... oh, by the way, actually, Alucard, this case right here. Which one is this case? Is this a Cougar case, I think? Yeah. This Cougar case. Cougar Airface. Look at how slim this is. Here. There you go. I mean, they put 2-fan... oh, Rurutu, have a good one. Alucard, check out the Cougar Airface. This might be perfect for you. There you go. And it'll look good. And should come with fans. So, here you go. Get the biggest case ever with a micro ATX. Put figures and plushes. No. Natty, you're thinking too small. Or too big, actually. Get the biggest case with an ITX motherboard. Anyway. So the downside here. You do get a 5060. With 1080p gaming, that's going to be just fine. But let's take a look at some of the issues you're running into here. This is 5000 series Ryzen. So how many years out of date is that? Excuse me. Like 3.5. You're at 16 gigs of DDR4. So that's what's helping them reach that price. But still, even at this price point, 1 terabyte of storage in an NVMe drive, 650 watt power supply is more than enough for a 5060, but not quite there for down the road when you want to really upgrade your GPU. Oh my goodness, you did miss it, Natty. So I did 3 versus 3 to start off the thing with Black Bolt versus White Flare. The first Black Bolt pack, which was the first one I opened, best card I have pulled to date, ruining the video because it was pack number 1. Come on. Oh, wrong view. There you go. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. What a start to that little series. Does a case have USB-C? No, it does not. But it does have USB 2.0 in the front. Now, what you do is you just get one of those PCIe bracket ones to put that USB-C port in the back. You know what I'm talking about? It has the flat ribbon cable that goes to your USB-C header, and it just puts the USB-C port in the back. That's what I would do. 650 watt gold has a lot of upgrade potential. I wouldn't necessarily agree, Keys again. The reason is power requirements are going up every generation. And honestly, I also like to have extra overhead. So is it fine for the 5060? Yes. Would I say it has a lot of upgrade potential? I would not. Basically, take whatever they recommend to you for that GPU, add like 100 watts. That's usually where I'll be at. Or just, you can clickbait it and go Black Bolt, best pull rates ever. I mean, no, I don't think anyone would deny that. Black Bolt, White Flare have really good pull rates. Anyways, this is a pretty solid system, Polaris. It's just the fact that it's on a 5000 series Ryzen. So it's like 3.5 years old on the platform. Like out of date. They don't produce it anymore, but it would be all brand new parts. It's just, I don't think they're producing 5700s anymore. Let's look at the other ones. I'll just duplicate this so I still have this open. What I'm going to check, I want to see, this is like the most upgradable one, is these right here. They're both kind of the same. I don't know what the deal is, why there's 2 separate systems for this. This one might have a bigger power supply or something. Let's take a look at both of these and see what's going on. 650 watt gold, B760 DDR5. This is B760 DDR5. Oh, it's the RAM amount. It's the RAM amount. Yo, look at this. Look what I found you. Same price, double the RAM capacity. Look at that. But we got to see, because what does this say? It says $1,200. I got you. Check this out, okay? First off, when I first got to the website, it said, get $50 off. And what you have to put in there is just your email. Guess what information you give them when you buy a PC? You give them your email anyway. Get $50 for it instead, okay? And the main thing is that, oh, never mind. It doesn't count for this. It's not over 1,400. Forget that. Forget I said that, because you still have 2 stackable coupons you can do. One is going to be NY, as in New Year, 100. That takes $100 off. And then you put in my coupon code. We are still going to be a little bit over budget, but let's see how much. I'm sorry, I forgot that it's for $1,400 or more PCs only. That's my bad. So if we go in here, still $1,200, but here we go. NY100. And then it's SWARM. SWARM. So this puts it at a little over budget, $1,063.99. But free shipping. Not every SI has free shipping. So you can take that into account. All you do is add tax. This is probably the best deal you're going to get. And there is some upgradability here, because just about like you're looking at going from a system that has a platform that is like 3.5 years old to one that reached end of life a year ago instead, or just a little over that. You can upgrade to a 14600K or something like that. Because if you look at this, even though this is not an expensive system, this is the other one, but most of the parts were the same. Well, and this, I wouldn't necessarily go with a K SKU processor because it's not a Z series motherboard, so you can't overclock it. But you could go with something like upgrading from a 14400F to a 14600. You don't need to do that, though. This is going to be plenty for your gaming needs. Have you seen the Thermaltake Tower 600? That one? Yeah, we did a whole build with it. I know you're probably talking to Alucard. It's a pretty big case. It's not a small case. But considering it fits a 420 millimeter rad in there, it's small in that. Like it's pretty compact considering that. Also, way above the $70 or $75 budget. Janala, thank you so much. That was crazy. It was crazy. I cannot wait to get this content out. Like, it's fun. It's so much fun doing this with you guys that, like, yeah, I can't wait to get this content out. And y'all be able to be like, I was there. It was awesome. It was crazy. It was blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Unashamed ad because I've been using it for a few months now and it's really good. If you really care about giving your email out, Proton Mail is super cheap and they give you aliases that you can use in place of your email that you can disable anytime. Nice. Didn't Intel say something about new chips for LGA 1700? That'd be cool. I didn't keep track of that. Yeah, $50 code's not going to work for this. It's too. It's not above the threshold for that. Okay, Polaris. I will say this. That would have been good information to have, so I wasn't stressing about it so much. But after all, I just showed you one that was above budget anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But okay, so let me give you a link for it. Guys, I know that whenever someone comes in with a tighter budget, like it's a valid budget. Whatever your budget is what your budget is. Whatever. Like that's the problem is the people who are hurting the most from the RAM shortages are people who are looking for a budget build. That used to be like the goated way to get into PC gaming. Start with a budget build, upgrade it over time. The true budget build is dead. It sucks, but that's just what it is. The fact that this thing comes with 32 gigs of DDR5 6000, can we talk about that real quick? Because DDR5 6000, 32 gigs, that's like a $600 kit of RAM right now. That's half of the price of this system. That's the market. It's crazy. I added my tag to the end of there. It probably won't do the coupon code automatically, but here's your two codes. There you go. Yes, I agree. I paid $85 for my RAM before. Yeah, I don't know. We hear those stories all the time, for sure. I could be wrong. I think I overheard it when I was working. It might be just a rumor. I leave YouTube on in the background while I work, so don't quote me on that. Okay, you got it, Northern Lights. That's it. You heard it here first. Northern Lights Custom PC. Let's put the quote. Right, this isn't being edited into a video. You're fine. I'm a little worried, guys. Got the link and codes. There you go. Happy to help. If you want to learn more about PC stuff just by, I don't know, osmosis and me yelling about it a lot, hang out like whenever you want. It's just going to be mixed in with Pokemon stuff because, like, who would have thought the Pokemon market is doing better than the PC hardware market? Good Lord. Braithorn, have you ever done a Nuzlocke run of Pokemon? I have not, and that's going to make the beginning, like the early gaming content on the new Pokemon channel, I think a lot of fun because I've wanted to forever. I've watched a ton of them. That doesn't make you good at it. But I want to do that. I want to run things like Too Many Types and Infinite Fusion and other ROM hacks as well. I'm going to be having to figure out whether I'm going to replace, again, like go back to Sundays being gaming streams because we're going to need gaming content for that channel. Or if I just add a fourth day for streaming, that's probably just going to be on Twitch. But yeah. What's up, Adam Williams? How's it going? You're probably not hearing this because you're probably watching in 2x speed from earlier. But yeah. I just traded an overheating and throttling 2080 Ti FE. That's a cool looking card, though. The thermals sucked, but it looks so cool. For a 4x16 DDR4 3200 kit. That's a valid trade right now. Also, those FE cards do better in a dual chamber bottom intake case. So, but 3D effects. We're going to be doing another round of these. And then we're going to get to your build. Oh, your PC part picker build. Your the mostly done but not quite done build. Okay. Chat, here's what I'm literally going to have to do. I'm not going to make it to where this is not the first pack. That's too good. But y'all will know this. Shorts viewers won't. On the second and third rounds, if Black Bolt wins second round, I'm not just going to like put these packs away. We're going to do the third round and we'll just swap them around in the shorts. It'll be fine. But watch Black Bolt win that too. Oh my God. Yeah. So, but we'll make it to where it's 3 full rounds regardless. Also, whatever I say in these, I also may be just doing some White does a reverse sweep. I'd love to see it. White Flare. Let's go with the all white Reshiram and the red Victini. Let's get all three. My God. The centering on the Zekrom EX is not perfect. I'm looking at it now. It's good, but it's not perfect. I don't think it would get a 10. Maybe a 9. There's 0 damage on it, at least. Okay. Sorry, Alucard. I know. We like the montage time, but got to keep moving. I really love this setup. This setup is so good. I can't actually need to go in and try editing a few shorts and see how easy it is to just go from one section to another section and all that. But okay. Okay. We're doing Black Bolt versus White Flare in a best of 3. 3 cards versus 3 cards from 2 ETBs. 1 Black Bolt and 1 White Flare ETB. Let's see how it goes, because let me tell you, Black Bolt came out swinging in round 1 with the Black Zekrom EX. The first pack, we got a chase card. So White Flare could not keep up in round 1. Let's see how it goes from here. And this time, we're starting with White Flare. Cannot believe I pulled that in pack 1. This is why I like these code cards, because they take some of the damage for the other cards. There you go. And that edge looks fine. Ooh, starting with a Hollow Energy, White Flare. White Flare might be angry here and looking for revenge. I love these Hollow Energy cards. They're so sick. Okay, we got Scraggy, Roggenrola. Now, this is all these cards are going towards my Pokédex that I'm trying to build. Rarity does not matter, but we will be upgrading cards as we go and we find more rare versions of that Pokemon. Gothita. We don't have Gothita yet, I don't think. Shelmet. We might have. Got the Ignition Energy. It's kind of nice. All right. Mandibuzz is a new Pokemon. Druddigon is a new one. We got a Sawsbuck in the last round for White Flare, so this is an upgrade there. Reverse Boldor, another upgrade, and Samurott. Okay, all right. Well, that's okay. It's all right. I got a false God Pack alarm on the with that Hollow Energy, but let's see what Black Bolt's got. I mean, surely they're not going to throw. I thought we were not going to spoil round 1. Well, this is going to air after round 1 goes up. So, yeah. Also, editing. We can edit in post. I can just do the thing where I held up the cards and said it's Black Bolt versus White Flare. Okay, Black Bolt. What do you got? What do you got for me? Basic Energy. Okay. Drillbur, already have it. Pawniard. We got the illustration rare Pawniard in round 1. Minchino. Fungus. I think might be no, not a new card. Cincino. Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. We got the base and then the evolution. Oh, now that comes from. Okay, we got the base and the evolution. Crustle. I've got a better card for Crustle. Amoonguss. I think I have a holo of Amoonguss. Yo, we got a Master Ball. Simisage. Black Bolt, you gotta stop. We got the That's my first ever Master Ball card. That's super dope. Okay, that's good. Oh, come on. Come on, Black Bolt. A double hit? Can we get a triple? Are we getting okay, Caracosta, illustration rare. Are we getting a triple? No. We got a Holo Landorus that's pretty sick, but jeez. White Flare, what are you doing? Come on. Black Bolt is not letting up. Oh, I was supposed to have RGB right there. Oh, well, continuity, I guess. That's crazy. Master Ball cards are pretty rare, so we're sleeving. We're putting it in a top loader for now. But this is why I will never master set Black Bolt White Flare, because this card exists in regular form, reverse hollow, Pokeball, Master Ball. Like, no, there's no way. What's up, Dodger Dog? Should I open it or should I keep it sealed? Rip all packs, all right? That's how we do around here. Okay, so really not looking good for White Flare here. Come on. Next pack, second pack for White Flare. Which worries me because I bought both those ETBs at the card show in Vegas, and then I bought a booster bundle of White Flare because I thought it might hit more. I don't know why. It was just there and it was a decent price. It'd be funny if you did switch the rounds and then you broke the immersion and went, actually, I lied. I got a chase card in the first round. How do you top that? Yeah, that's true. That would be funny. Okay, Tepig I have. Oh, that's no, wrong stack. Yamask I have. Joltik, maybe. I think I have a Yukimori Joltik or something. I think I have Joltik already. Wait, Vanillite. No, yeah, I already have Vanillite. Actually, I got the Pokeball Vanillite. So yeah, oops. Basic Simisear, all right. Or actually, uncommon Simisear, all right. Uncommon Sock. I didn't have a Sock before. Ignition Energy, another Ignition Energy. Reverse Zweilous or Zweilous. Reverse Zweilous. Reverse Hollow Ignition Energy. Nice. And, whoa! White Flare. You had it in you after all. I'm a little off center, but we can edit that. That's fine. There we go. That's a beautiful Whimsicott card. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's awesome. I love that. Finally. What did I say about the hit rates for Black Bolt White Flare? What did I say? They're really good. Okay. Why am I doing that? You just do that. That's when you're getting it out of there. It's just, I don't know. Whatever. Don't even worry about it. Okay, Black Bolt. I mean, look, I'm not going to be mad if you're going to be competitive here and try to beat that. But actually, they're even right now. Okay, actually, Black Bolt is still a little ahead right now. This is going to be a close one. I can feel it. It's going to be a close one, right? Please? Because that's more entertaining. All right. Second Black Bolt pack. Okay, Darumaka. Petalil. Darumaka I have. Petalil I have. Rufflet I might not have that yet. I have Solosis. Masharna I got earlier. Throw. I do have Throw for uncommon. Fennel. New trainer card for me. New supporter card. Heal 40 damage from each of your Pokemon. Oh, come on! Black Bolt, stop! The hits just keep on coming. Pokeball Panpour. And a larva. Wait. What is this? Oh, it's just a hollow card. Okay. Got rainbow fake out on the edges there. Okay, I mean that it counts. It counts as a hit. Man. Okay, I mean, I guess, sure. That is a really nice card. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of the elemental monkeys. I'm not, but they're they're cool. They make for good Pokemon cards. That's true. I'm so jealous. Whimsicott is one of my faves. OMG, it is a great card because it's really the Pokemon front and center. I do really like SIRs that have like really put them in an environment and this and that. But sometimes you just want the Pokemon jumping out at you like, hey. I feel like these white flare packs don't open as nicely as the Black Bolt ones. Maybe that should have been the indicator all along. Okay. Purple energy, that's a good sign. Psychic energy. Anyway. And more elemental monkeys. Panseer. Dano. Can we focus, please? Woobat. Patrat. Bars. Charon. Sawsbuck. Oh boy. Archon. Okay. Master Ball Panseer. There you go, White Flare. Thank you. Master Ball Panseer. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Maybe I'm warming up to the elemental monkeys. Reverse Blitzel and Virizion. Okay. What am I doing with that? It's this. Here we go. Another Master Ball card. Sick. Like, whoever wins, I think I'm the actual winner here, right? I mean, between the two. Yeah, they were. They were. I guess Panport is the Pokeball Panport is a hit. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Do we even need to open this? Well, of course, we're opening all of them, regardless. Yeah, these code cards do take a beating. Look at that. God Pack? God Pack? Are there even God Packs in Black Bolt, White Flare? Cubchoo. Maybe a new one for this. I think Cubchoo is a new Pokemon for the Pokedex. Tranquil definitely is a new catch. Mana, we have Timber, I think, is a new catch. Scolipede, we've got already. Prism Energy. Tortuga. Reverse Masharna. Reverse Whirlipede. Oh, okay. All right. Excadrill EX. Black Bolt wins. Black Bolt wins. I was off center that whole time, of course. That's a really good double rare full art Excadrill EX. I really love the way they do the line art on these. It's so cool. There's like a cyan coloring to it. Yeah, there you go. And we got two of those on this round. Whimsicott has a green coloring to the line art, which is cool. All right, let's get these all together. Oh, did I not sleeve it? I had to sleeve it first. Come on. Come on. This is a great Excadrill card. And we just got the Excadrill EX. And now it got upgraded already. I don't think y'all understand, though. I went into this knowing that I could not do like some of these, and also I would feel weird doing like some of these Pokemon creators that I enjoy watching, like to be clear, where they do things like, I'm opening 1,000 packs of this. Let's see if we get one card. And it's like, this is going to be really entertaining to watch. But that's a lot of Pokemon stock that other people can't get. Like, I love that content. It should be to the point where there is so much inventory that people can do stuff like that. And regular folks can still buy Pokemon cards for themselves, for their kids, pass on their hobbies, all of that. So I had sort of determined for myself, like, yeah, you're not going to get the chase cards. You're not doing it. It's not going to happen. You're not going to open enough for the odds to. Well, I mean, Natty, you got the Charizard. So look. All right, Black Bolt won that round too. Best 3 out of 5. We did get some absolutely sick hits. We got 2 Master Ball cards. We got the Caracosta the Caracosta illustration rare. We got a couple of EX cards, double rare, full arts with the insane line art. Like, you can't be mad at that. I do need to keep these separate. Okay. Yeah. Best 3 out of 5. I don't think I have enough Black Bolt for that to actually work out. I'll have to order more if I want that to continue. I don't know Pokemon, so I'm lost. That's understandable. I am actually quite lucky that most of my audience does appreciate this and PCs. And I said it before, like the Venn diagram of computer, like either hopeful computer nerds that want to become computer nerds versus, and also already existing computer nerds and Pokemon fans is almost a circle. Like a lot of them like it. That is a lucky thing. That's good. But no, the whole thing is I pulled this. That's like the whole crux of this is like, what I don't expect to get stuff like that. I really don't. And that I think is why I'm enjoying this so much. Let's return to middle school. I'll trade you the Hollow Whimsicott full art for my totally legitimate Arceus V-Star SIR, and I'll throw in my Hollow Empoleon full art too. I'll tell you what, Natty, since you did that, you're helping out with all the spreadsheet stuff. If I get an upgrade to my Whimsicott, then I'll send you that one. How about that? Okay, on to our last build. So, well, I mean, at this moment anyway. What I'm probably going to do is after this last build, we'll rip the last 6 packs and I'm probably going to call it a night because of how tired I am, because I've been working since 8 a.m. Central Time. Well, not working. I mean, that was me taking my mom to the doctor's office and this and that. And I left the house before 8 a.m. and then coming back to run comms for a few hours for the Super Metroid Map Rando tournament, which was super fun, but very tiring, and then streaming. So, yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing as opening Magic the Gathering 3D effects. 100%. I'm not downing it. I played the original on Game Boy, but never got into the cards. I didn't get into the cards either. I'm new to this, but I've watched enough of the content to like get me really interested. And I'm mixing, I'm mixing that. Like I've been playing the Pokemon games for a long time, so I have a deep appreciation for Pokemon in general. So it's easier to translate for me. Forgot about the Hollow Energy. Yeah, that's kind of a hit, honestly. Wait, wasn't that from White Flare? That should have counted as a hit. You know what? I'm counting that as a hit, and I just realized I'm still recording. I forgot. I'm counting this Hollow Energy as a hit for White Flare. So they tied for that round. Fight me. It's best 2 out of 3. Let's see who wins. I didn't realize I was still recording. Sorry for whoever has to edit this. I don't see if it's going to be me or it's going to be Onware or somebody else, right? Maybe. We haven't really talked about that much, but maybe. Only a little bit, but maybe. I don't know. It's going to be a ton. It is going to be a ton of editing. Like a ton. I'm trying to do maybe 5 shorts per week at least. If you want to grow fast, you got to do like kind of daily. It's so much work, but we're trying like once we get like nose to the grindstone, start editing stuff. I want to have a big backlog of shorts to put out. Like, you're not going to be seeing these from this for a while because we got to go all the way back to my first ETB that I opened. No, I was on the right thing. Okay, one sec. I mean, I do want to send you Brazilian cards still. How would I put this without sounding like a total snob? I haven't had much luck pulling legendaries that you don't have or cards that aren't insane to trade away. Fair. Yeah. I would not accept a trade for that Charizard card. Mega Charizard X. EX. No, I would not accept that. I have nothing of even close to equivalent value, even including the Black Zekrom I just pulled. Only Pokemon I played was Go. Well, you have some appreciation for it then. That's good. Fly Direct 2 says, just upgraded my PC today. Went from 3070 to 6800 XT. Okay. And also upgraded to 1440p. Well, 3070 could have done 1440p, but it does run out of steam after a while with 8 gigs of VRAM. Play a lot of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 with high-end add-ons, and the VRAM was way too much for my 3070. Yep, that's what I was saying. Make sure you pay attention to your CPU too for that, if that's an option for you as well. You could trade for some DDR5 for it. No, it cannot. Okay. Yes, it is working. Okay. Audio ducking for the music. Okay. So 3D effects. Let's talk about this. I got to go all the way back to your previous chat, or I can just bring up your chat history real quick. My nephew wants a gaming PC. I have a motherboard, GPU, AIO, new in box, monitor, and RAM to donate. My sister said she will pay for the rest within reason. Can I submit a form in PC part picker list for review suggestions of remaining components? Okay. Let's see what you got on this PC part picker list. I should honestly just translate this to build cores if they have the parts. I think they have the Air 100 as a case. 5800X. Oh, wait. So you already did this. You already did a... Oh, that... No, that's not the... Is that the storage? Did you have this storage already? Let me look at your list. So it looks like, unless it's something where prices aren't available... That is a nice monitor, by the way. Zowie makes really good esports monitors. If it's more for, like, AAA gaming, it's not quite the right one, but it's still a really good monitor. Besides, free is free, right? I don't know on this list. Oh, you said... well, I just had it. You said you have the motherboard, GPU, AIO, new in box, monitor, and RAM. So not the CPU, but... Okay, so I can actually go do this. A B450M MATX. Okay, I mean, you've got it, so... Let me edit parts list. Yeah, this is not going to be in build cores. We won't do that. GPU is a 2080 Super. Interesting. Okay. I mean, this is going to rock some 1080p. It'll do fine. Marcus purchased. RAM, 32 gigs, DDR4, 3200 CL16. Nice. That is almost $250 for that kit. That's crazy. You said AIO, right? Okay. New in box. Nice. So you have all the mounting hardware. Good. Okay. Motherboard, GPU, AIO, RAM. Got it. So right now we're looking at, with what you've put here, also the monitor, which we don't do monitors usually in these builds. That's usually up to you, but $463.83. So my question to you, 3D Effects, what is the actual maximum budget for the rest of these parts? We're also going to find you an M-ATX case, not a full ATX case, because otherwise it doesn't look right having a smaller motherboard in a case that fits a larger one. Valorant, Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft. Okay. I mean, if you're still choosing a CPU, we can look at that a little bit. I mean, we're going to look at all of these, really. We are limited in what we can do because the motherboard is socket AM4. So you have to, by the way, you do have to update the BIOS, and that might be an issue. We'll talk about it. She wants to spend under $500. Well, you're there already, but I need to check something on the motherboard. Okay. Let's see here then, if there's a good enough picture. There's only one M.2 slot on this. That's rough. I mean, I don't need to tell you that it's a pretty basic motherboard. You knew that already. Again, free is free. But I would not put that storage that you got in there, probably. I would get a full-size 2280 M.2 drive there. But the problem I'm seeing is this. This motherboard does not seem to have, as far as I can tell, a BIOS flashback feature. What does that mean? What that means is that you don't have to actually run the PC with RAM and a CPU in order to update the BIOS. Why is that important? Well, fresh out of the box, this motherboard will not run that CPU. It will not run a 5000 series CPU. A 3600, sure. Something like along those lines, 100%. Oh, already done. I have a CPU to use to flash BIOS. I should read chat. Okay, cool. So you already know. But just keep in mind that there is only one option here for fast storage. It is just the single M.2 slot right there. So much as it pains me to say so, we should upgrade the storage and swap out to an M.ATX case just for pure aesthetics. And also, I don't know what size desk we're talking about, but the smaller you can get with that, probably the better. But the Air 100 is not a massive case. Unless it's, oh, this is Micro ATX. Duh. Way to go, Bray. Should just read the freaking thing. I just assume at this point, I guess. I shouldn't do that. Natty, Minesweeper, gonna need more than a 2080 Super for that. They just updated the ray tracing in there. Yeah, everything here looks good, actually, other than just the storage. I wouldn't go 2242. I'd go 2280. Full size on the storage. $85 is something. The 5800X, though, and potentially this... I need to check this motherboard out real quick. Should be PCIe Gen 4, and we'll see what we got. We'll see what we can choose here, what we can look at. I don't know. Okay, cool. Thanks, I guess. Storage. Gen 3. It's up to Gen 3 on the storage. So, all right, we're limited on that. That's going to keep it cheap, I guess, on the storage. That's fine. The only reason I would be concerned is just running out of space on the 1 terabyte and no options for any more fast storage. Singar Soulforge, what's up? I think that is PCIe 3.0. Yes, indeed. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. If it's just Valorant, Fortnite, Roblox, and Minecraft, it should be enough. Like 1 terabyte should be enough. Oh, man. Can the prices stop going up? That'd be awesome. I would like that a lot. SN 580, a classic. It actually is, though. This used to be a pretty solid budget option. It's a fairly old drive, though. But you're going to see a resurgence of some older hardware as the newer stuff gets harder and harder to find and more expensive. SN 770, I believe, takes that, upgrades the speeds, but it's PCIe 4.0. That's also PCIe 4.0. Let's switch to PCIe 3.0 and see what we get. Are you kidding me? It's more okay. Weird, but all right. There was a long time where storage had not really gone up that much. And yeah, it just keeps going. Thank you, AI. Can everybody in chat say thank you, AI? It's not as bad as RAM still, but it's bad. I mean, look, here's the thing. You'll have to remember the context here, okay? If you have a $2,500 budget, going from $80 to $160 for an SSD is not that big of a deal. It's the RAM going from $130 to $600 that hurts more. But when you're on a very tight budget, and it's just, that's the way it is. You're on a tight budget, that's what you got to work with. It's just a harder pill to swallow. Like it becomes not feasible, just not possible. Now, if we go back to where we were, where it was showing PCIe Gen 4, they are cheaper and backwards compatible. I would actually say do the Western Digital Blue SN580. This thing for a budget build, these were used for years for budget builds. Are they fast? They're faster than SATA. Actually, it's not too bad. Okay, you're looking at pretty decent speeds, but remember, it's going to be limited to whatever the max for PCIe Gen 3 is anyway, and it will be faster than SATA 3, and it won't have the bidirectional issues that SATA 3 has, where you're trying to write and read at the same time. I appreciate y'all for participating in that. Thank you. But if this thing from SanDisk directly, if it's really $68, this is pretty good, actually. Synagar, yeah, pretty much. Also, they're getting rid of some of the best SATA SSDs that you could get. And the reason that people sort of in some of my circles are a little upset about this is they were awesome for use with the Atom X, the Ninja. It was a recording monitor thing. That could use those SSDs, and you could get a 4 terabyte. So you could be walking around filming with your camera with a nice monitor on there and film up to 4 terabytes of footage in there. And the best drives were like 970 Evo or whatever they were. Those drives from Samsung, and they stopped production on those. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to add this to the parts list, remove the other one. You don't have to follow along with that. It's just a suggestion. But this is actually cheaper, and it has a higher specification. If it ever goes onto a motherboard that has PCIe Gen 4, it's going to have better speeds. So, bye-bye. Case is fine. That's going to be it. Honestly, it's a good build. Otherwise, that drive is out of stock. It says it's in stock. Like, just kidding. Anyone know if Moano mics are any good? Like the Disney movie? It was a pretty good movie. I don't know. Actually, I've never used one, so I couldn't say. But I mean, good for what? For like streaming, for recording instruments, for spoken word poetry, for what? Are we talking about for streaming? Like for this kind of thing? Well, Synagar Soulforge, cool story. Doesn't help us here. Hate to say it. People are going to be coming in forever. This is how shortages go. People are going to be coming in saying, I'm so glad that while someone is, I'm literally trying to help someone who is having an existential crisis because they really just wanted to get a PC. And we're going to have people throughout the entire shortage coming in and being like, I'm so glad I bought just before everything got bad. I bought it for this price. Now it's this price. And I and the person I'm trying to help are just shaking and crying. And they're going to have people who are like, oh, I bought 8 of these. Actually, I found a deal and I got all of them. Or I got these on location somewhere, person who's online and can only help someone with buying stuff online. Like, I don't know what you would like for me to do with the information you're providing, but I'm very happy for you. And honestly, it's good if you can get something. It's just after like the 11th time in one stream, it starts to wear a little bit. We're not up to that number yet. So, I'm good right now. It's Mauno, my bad, for streaming. I've never used it, so I couldn't tell you. A good starter for a streaming microphone. First off, if you haven't treated your space with given it acoustic treatment, I will usually recommend a dynamic microphone like this one, where if you move away from it, it doesn't hear you very well. So that means the reflections of your sound going through your room don't get into it very well. Dynamic microphones for streaming in an untreated space are the better ones to go with. I personally like the Fifine AM8 because it's USB-C and it's XLR, and it has very solid sound for the price. It's like $50. So that's the Fifine AM8. It's been out for a couple of years now. It's very, very good for the price. I'm saying I found them a few days ago, saying maybe they could check Walmart. I mean, I guess so. But the thing is, Walmart does show up on PC Part Picker if they have the thing. Not always, but sometimes. I think Walmart's pretty bad about reporting their stock on that stuff, especially during a shortage, because people will go in and buy it up and then sell it online for a markup. There's a name for that. I forget what it is. Anyhow, that, I mean, you can put notify me, I guess. They might notify you in 8 months or something. I don't know what else to do here. That drive will work, obviously. The one that you had already will work just fine. You just have to move the standoff for the M.2 drive a little over, and you'll be fine. If you have a suggestion for this build, because I have very specific knowledge about game size, because my ADHD makes me bounce between games and extreme rates. Okay. WD Western Digital is rebranding their NVMe drives to SanDisk, so retailers like Walmart are clearancing the older models. That's cool. That is cool. I can't reliably pass that information along because it'll help maybe a couple people, but that's cool. Like, that's legit cool that that's happening. Odd though, like, that's with the shortages. It's odd that they're clearancing any storage for sure. 1 terabyte is enough, but if there's a possibility, there's not the possibility. We're trying to stay under $500. We are, if we even breathe on the storage option, we're going over. And I don't even know what the original one was, but I didn't save this. You have the original link. I'll just close this and reopen the link you gave me. And on now the 5800X, let me take a look at what's available for 5000 series Ryzen. Because the 5800X is a big part of this budget. It is half of your budget. And if they're just gaming at 1080p, can use good CPU performance. It can. But doesn't need 8 cores. Could save $30 going with the 5700X or 5600X, just a couple bucks more, but you are going from 8 cores to 6. Of course, the 5800X 3D is out of stock. Not near Micro Center. And I doubt they have the 5600X 3D anymore. That was a Micro Center exclusive. No, the 7600X 3D. Did they make a 5600X 3D? I think they did, didn't they? Or was it just 5800X 3D? Man, I don't know. It's been so long since I've looked at AM4 CPUs. I cannot keep all that info just like in my head forever, you know? Wait, what? Did I close the window somehow? What did I do? Where did it go? I did do that. I would love to put an X3D in there, but that alone would bust the budget. You could look for used. Like, the game sizes have ballooned in recent times. Fortnite is taking 1/10 of the total storage in the SSD, and that's with me rounding down for the actual number because right now it's at like somewhere around 120 gigs. All the popular games right now are huge. Yeah, that's true. What's up, Araxnus? How's it going? Yeah, I saw that too, Northern Lights. It's crazy. But the thing is, people will post or talk about this crazy clearance that they found and put it out there as like, hey guys, go get the same deal wherever you are. It's a clearance during a shortage. They just so happened to maybe have some stock in the back that they hadn't put out yet. And like, you lucked out. That's great. But you can't put that as advice for everyone. You know, like, I mean, it is pretty solid advice that sometimes Walmart has deals on hardware. Go check them out regularly in the electronics department. Just go look. Hey, what's it going to hurt? You're going there anyway, right? But it's hard. It's hard to know that what you're telling people it is most likely giving them false hope. Like the likelihood of them finding the same exact clearance as you did is like, never tell me the odds. Why is it 38? What? 750? What the hell? Could go 3600 XT. It's lower performance. It is. I mean, 5800X is a really, really good CPU. Okay. It's a very good CPU. Yeah, just nowhere. It's just nowhere. Hold up. 5600 XT is $100 cheaper. Why not go with that? I mean, do we think that they need the 8 cores, 16 threads? This is 6 cores, 12 threads. That's fine. I'd go 5600 XT. Save $100. And then you can add storage for more games. Let's see. Huh? What did I do? What did I do wrong? There's double of something on here, and I'm not seeing it. Was there no price available for the 5800X? No, it had a price. Yeah, $248.95. Also, look, the 5600 costs more than 5600 XT, which we all know the XT CPUs were just a little bit of a money grab from AMD. But it did have some better frequencies and such. So, you know, why not at this late in the game on this platform? Why not? What happened to the budget? Why did it balloon like that? Oh, because in the one that I did, I went to all the things and I removed the stuff that you had already paid for or wasn't. Yeah. So we're good. Hold on. I got this. This says $80, but you already have it. There we go. I got super confused. The RAM is in there. Come on. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Got to adjust it a little more. Markers purchased. I'm not putting the actual value in there. Monitor. No prices anyway, but like might as well have it all marked correctly. And now we're at $369.87. Now you can probably, maybe, potentially look at 2 terabytes of storage. We're going to make this happen. And like, you got to think about this. It seems like, oh, that much for storage? It's probably going to be like as much as, if not more than the CPU. Understand that it's part of like if you had to buy RAM right now, that'd be over half your budget. right? It's the shortages. And storage is something that normally would be real easy to upgrade, except that, like, nope. You don't want to slow down File Explorer by throwing in SATA 3 hard drives or something like that. Because it does. It has to index that hard drive. And it's a lot slower indexing everything, which happens multiple times on a daily basis if you have a spinning hard drive internally installed into the PC. So this is going to be a better quality of life here. And also install all of the games. 2 terabytes should be more than enough. We also don't need to go that high end on it. Okay. An SN 550 for $219 is well, that's something, that's for sure. Oh. At a hopeful moment. PC part picker, real quick. If it's out of stock, could you, like, you know, sorry. There we go. That's not the joke. Okay. If it's out of stock, could you not show it on the list? There we go. Now, because that's the punchline. This helps with plosives, like this thing right here. It helps the sounds not happen, right? But I can't see my soundboard, like, at all. It's just completely blocking that. I have to do everything by feel. So, yeah, no, I know. The stuff will run really well on here. I mean, it'll be fine. I guess SN 550. Actually, the Spatium 4 is... No, don't look at those first ones. Don't even bother. I hesitate to push you towards Crucial, like, at all. Because, you know, they're douches, I guess. But it starts to climb pretty quickly. Well, it's $10 cheaper than the SN 550. No idea. It's really annoying. I was already annoyed enough with Micro Center doing it, but this is why I'm moving away from PC Part Picker and hoping that Build Cores gets a lot more stuff on the 3D platform of theirs, because it's just way better. I guess P510, sure. Let's look at the readings they get on it. Yeah, I mean, that's really, really good if you're on PCIe Gen 4. You're going to be on PCIe Gen 3, but it's going to max that out, which is good. This is a solid drive. Like, it's much more solid than a lot of the drives that are more expensive than it. So Crucial gets a little bit more money before they shut down. That's cool. They're also supposed to support their hardware for the remainder of the warranty. Like, the company's not going anywhere, just the Crucial brand. And where does this put us? Look at that. You wanted to be under 500? Well, here's your under 500. We are very close, but we got it. $5.13 under. Jeff Strains, how's it going? I'm sorry. You probably said that forever ago. I'm so sorry. I've been so locked into this build. I've been buying a fair bit of those Western Digital Blues for builds lately. Newegg has a couple of 5000 XT and RAM combos right now. Well, RAM is not needed, unfortunately. Or fortunately, actually. Well, it's not just whether it's a cheaper CPU or not. It's just that it has, like, it's going to be close in performance. I'm talking about very close in performance to a 5800X. The 5600 XT came out after and was a little bit of a performance boost from the 5600X. And in gaming, I mean, 5600X, 5800X were pretty close already. So this is saving $100, putting it towards the storage, balancing out the build a little more, and we're still under budget. Araxinus, that is 100% accurate. Where is my flying car? Where's my direct storage? I just changed the CPU and the storage. That's literally it. You did a great job on the build already. To be clear. Yeah, that $5 goes towards a flash drive for Windows recovery. 100%. Man, it's hard out here. It is hard out here. There we go. Thanks a bunch. I knew it was close. Thanks for making it better. Absolutely. Yeah, good job on the build. All right. Those of you who have been here for the dramatic battle between Black Bolt and White Flare. Look, it's Pokemon cards. I know. We all know. It's still awesome. Okay, like, relax. It's exciting. We're excited. Okay. For those of you who have been here for it, it is time for the epic conclusion. And this is really the last of my energy reserves here. I'm so tired. Like, so tired. But I just want to finish this out. And and you know what? Tired or not, it's been fun. I just love using the pedal. Because it's just like, I can just be here. My hands are busy. Look, Ma, no hands. Bam, there you go. It's really great. Okay. You know, if I hadn't called it a best of 3, I would have zero drama with this right now. So we can edit the best of 3 part out. And honestly, I think if White Flare does well enough here, like the chase card well enough, we could call it a tie. Okay. I didn't record a time for round 2 thing. I need to do that. Lone Blackout, welcome. Black Bolt versus... Okay. Okay. Black Bolt versus White Flare. It's time for round 2. That's cool. That's going to be a second video. Time for the epic finale of Black Bolt versus White Flare. 3 for 3. Let's see. Black Bolt's in the lead. Let's see if White Flare can finish it out and catch up and take... Well, whatever. That's terrible. Black Bolt's definitely in the lead, but let's see if White Flare can pull out an upset victory. And then... Hold on. Let me fan these out right. Okay. Can you focus? Can we focus a little bit? There we go. Okay. All right. This time we're starting with Black Bolt. I swear, if Black Bolt keeps going like it's been going, this is going to be white with Victini and white Reshiram. Yes. Red Victini, white Reshiram. That would do it. I think that's the only way that White Flare can win this. That is the only hope that White Flare has here. Okay, let's finish this out strong. Okay, basic energy. We have, store the energies where all the energies within. Actually, no, let's, there we go. That just looks cool. All right. We have Clang. Oh, here. There we go. Wow, I messed all of that up. Okay. Get in here, RGB. You're needed. You are definitely needed here. Okay. Basic energy. Clang, we have. Carablast is a new card. Larvesta, we've got. Timpole. I think that's new. I think that's new for the Pokedex. Amoonguss, Cinccino, Tortuga, Reverse Dwebble, Reverse Maractus, Kyurem EX. We got the Kyurem EX. Oh boy. Oh boy. Already coming in pretty strong there. Not as strong as round one, but pretty strong. Okay. First White Flare pack. White Flare, this is your time. Now is your moment. Probably. Definitely, maybe. Let's start with a Hollow Energy. I think that'd be a good start. Oh, we manifested. Love the Hollow Energies in this set. They're absolutely sick. That's a good start. I call that a hit. Mienfu, I think that's new for the Pokedex. Gothorita might be another addition. Trubbish, already got it. Pignite, got it. Swoobat, new. Mandibuzz, I think we have that. Tool Scrapper. Yo, we got the Pokeball Excelgor. Nice. Oh, hold on. I've been putting these in the wrong stack. Well, okay. I think I did that right. Okay. Pokeball Excelgor is a nice pickup here. Let's get that. There it is. Beautiful. Reverse Tornadus and Cofferegus. Okay, well, you know what? That's one hit for each so far, I would say. Actually, no. I forget it. I'm counting, and this could work for Black Ball too. I'm counting Hollow Energies as hits in this round, 100%. Because I really like them, okay? Cry foul if you want to. I can't actually hear you. Get in the comments if you think that's unfair. All right, what's next for Black Bolt here? Don't make this difficult, all right? Give up your secrets. What do you got? Okay, it heard me. It heard about the Hollow Energies being hits. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll give it to you. That is a really sick looking energy, though. That looks really, I love the colors in that. All right, Panpour ain't nothing. All right, Panpour, it's regular Panpour. Snivy, Girder, Audino, Escavalier, I think is new. No, I think I've gotten that already. Electros, not new. Energy Coin. Yo, Pokeball Prism Energy. All right, that's another hit. That is another hit. Okay. Hold on, let's get the actual... There it is. Pokeball Prism Energy is dope. Come on. Thanks for popping in, Vaquero. I appreciate it. 3 different duels sounded a lot more fun than one best of 3, to be honest. Yes. And Cobalion. And Haxorus. Okay, nothing crazy there, but I've not gotten a Pokeball Prism Energy before. Let's sleeve these up. I think we might have gotten all the big hits already from these ETBs in round 1 and 2. Like, seriously, nothing crazy yet coming out of White Flare. White Flare, please. Please. Come on. Come on. Basic energy. Okay, you could have gotten another hit there. That's fine. Zwellius, Cottony, got both of those already, I think. Litwick, Stunfisk, Swoobat, Lipard, Purloin Reverse, Litwick Reverse. Tornado's hollow. Okay. All right. I don't know. Gang. I don't know about this. SN 8100 current favorite drive. I've been favoring the 9100 Samsung 9100 Pro. I haven't tried the SN 8100 yet. I haven't tried that many Gen 5 drives. Okay. Last Black Bolt pack. If Black Bolt really wants to just nail, like, absolutely put the nail in the coffin on White Flare's defeat here, this would be the time. It might already be doing that, but who's counting? We are counting. Okay. Regular energy. Okay. Fracture, Servine, Sandile, Cover Fossil, Air Balloon, by Sharp, Russell, Reverse Professor's Research. Cool. I like reverse supporter cards or trainer cards in general. Reverse Rufflet, and a Hollow Beartick. That's whamp. Black Bolt. Weak ending for Black Bolt there. I don't know why I'm putting this in here. I mean, I do that for all my shiny cardboard or anything that has any shininess to it. But this is it, everybody. This is the last pack. White Flare, this is your last chance. Let's get some last pack mojo for you there from RGB and see whether you can bring it home. God pack, let's go. Is it a God pack, chat? What do we think? Imagine, though. I want you to imagine in your mind palace this being a God pack and absolutely trashing Black Bolt here. I'm not in favor of either one. I'm rooting for the underdog here. That's it. Okay, God pack. What do we got? Nope. That's a basic energy. Okay. Swadloon, Herdier, Gothita, Dino, Swanna. That's a pretty card. It is. That's new for the Pokedex. Gigalith, I think, is also new for the Pokedex. Heatmore is new for the Pokedex. Reverse Vanillish. Now we have all three from that evolution line. Yo, hold up. That's beautiful. Are you kidding me? Look at this Mian Shao card here. White Flare actually did it, I think. I think this is a win for White because we didn't get any full art from Black Bolt in this round. That's a beautiful card. Mian Shao, illustration rare. Can we get a double? We did! We got a double hit. Look at that. And the Jellicent EX. White Flare wins this round. No, seriously, I'll put them together. You tell me. Also, Jellicent EX was apparently a very good card for the TCG. That is what Purple Cliff said, and I trust him when it comes to TCG because he is really good at it. Okay, that's going in a... Where is it at? What a beautiful card. Like, I ain't mad at that at all. Jeez. I don't think I got a Master Ball in this one. I did not get a Master Ball card. But that's okay. Okay, literally I got to go in this order here. Where did I put? Okay. All right. Finally, a round goes to the clear winner of this round, White Flare. But overall, you already know Black Bolt wins the overall. And I still can't believe I pulled this from the first pack. Pretty sick. Anyways, on the next one. Hold on. I got to record this part too. What am I doing next? What am I doing next, everybody? Am I finally opening up the... Where did I put them? I just had them here. Ah, there we go. I need your feedback, chat. It's worth about 48 gigs of RAM. Okay, I have a booster bundle of White Flare I could open, but I've also got Mega Dreams EX and these 15 gem packs. I need to figure out more about this, about like the name of the set and stuff, but this is a Chinese set. Which is next? I should probably knock this out just to get more. Not now, but like, yeah. And I have a great excuse for this, by the way, because I don't think White Flare did well enough. Let's see if this can bring it home. Do Mega. Okay. On the next one, we've got Mega Dreams EX Japanese set here. Should be some pretty good hits in here, so get subscribed so you don't miss it. And then I'll do this too. I don't think we saw the last of White Flare. We've got a booster bundle, so make sure to get subscribed so you don't miss that. Let's see if it can redeem itself. The Red Victini's in here. I promise. Cool. That was fun. Man. Dude, I'm telling you though, Black Bolt White Flare is crazy with the hits, but now it's starting to go up in price. I think they stopped printing it, and that's going to do that. It'll happen. What are you going to do? You know? What are you going to do? I'm just going to like, we're going to raid someone. I'm going to end the stream, and I'm just going to be here like, just brain activity flatlined as I'm just like, yeah. Just put those there, put these here. This is like, visually though, not going to lie, I actually feel like I like this card more than the Black Bolt pull. I mean, Zekrom is awesome, okay? But like, I feel like I like the Mian Shao more, just in aesthetically. All right. Anyways, let's find somebody to raid real quick. Thank you guys for hanging out. Y'all are great. I appreciate you. That was fun. We had fun. I have to very carefully keep all of these cards separate because I have to count how many were added and yada yada. You know, I'm not going to put a counter on that until the last like episode of that, though. There's so many people streaming tonight. What's going on? Okay, we're going to raid my friend Bastion Blue, who is a Super Metroid speedrunner and an all-around awesome person. I'm just in the Super Metroid mood, okay? It's sensible because I've been doing so much of the comms for it. It's really fun. We're going to raid Bastion Blue here. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you very much. I will catch y'all on Sunday for more computer stuff. What's up, Clone Smurf? Thank you for hanging out for the raid. Appreciate that. And all of y'all. Heck yeah, brother. Ooh, by the way, talking about this Pokemon stuff, I never showed you how my binder looks. I just told you about it, but I never showed you. All team. Okay, cool. Okay. I like the look of the White Flare logo. White Flare, it's clean. Yeah. It's been rebranded by SanDisk as a SanDisk Optimus GX Pro 8100. That's a terrible name. SN 8100 is all they needed. Anyways. Okay, we're rating my friend Bastion, who's playing Super Metroid stuff with Harley Hart. Let's do that raid, and I will see y'all in Bastion's stream, and also see you back here, hopefully on Sunday, 8 p.m. Central. Till then, take care.
Let's go, nerds!